Joining me today is Kirri Varga, another fighter preparing for the April 5 Perth Corporate Rumble at Perth Crown Towers. We discuss family, travel, EMDR, the surgery that almost cost Kirri her life, and her PCR training campaign progress. Special thanks to WA Insolvency Solutions, major sponsor of today's guest. And let's not forget Gobsmack Sports Mouthguards, MVP Real Estate, Counterbalance Fitness, Studio 22 and FMR Building and Construction, all major sponsors of the Perth Corporate Rumble. Go. I was going to do your intro and get you to do it as well, but I didn't write it up in time. And plus, I don't know what we're going to talk about. I'll do that afterwards. But you weren't what I thought when I met you.
I know, you keep saying that. I just find that really funny. I'm like, how am I perceived from an image?
I think it was...
An uptight bitch or something.
Nah.
And then you get the total off.
I think it was due. Like, I don't think you're going to be a bitch. Jeez. I think it was because I found out who was fighting in about December, so early. So I started doing some background checks on all you guys. Just having a look, just to see what I was getting myself in for. And I saw you, and I saw very minimal social media. And I'll ask you about that. I think I understand, but I'll ask you more.
Yeah, I think you are similar to me.
Well, I got one post, and that's with me. It was CJ Rose. What a great man. Left me a voice message this morning as well. Gotta love CJ.
Should I know who that is?
CJ. You wash your mouth out. He's the MC. He's the guy in the ring that announces you guys.
Okay. Well, fuck. How am I supposed to know who that is anyway?
Because it's CJ Rose.
Okay.
That's
Sorry,
why.
CJ.
You will be when he pronounces your name wrong. That man is flawless. I swear. I look at him in the ring and I see an aura around him. I see he put his arms like that out. I think that's Jesus.
Doesn't he do the spin or something?
The spin. Oh, the 360.
I've watched a few of the fights.
He just does it once.
You going, he might do it, he might do it, and then he did it.
We have been talking about that for ages. We go, he's got to do it, and he didn't. And I understand why he doesn't do it, because you blow a knee or something.
And it'd be really embarrassing if
he went down. And I was like, and then he sort of looked at me as he was doing the name. He looked at me and gave me a wink.
That's brilliant.
I said to the boys, I think he's going to do it, and he did it.
Guys, that 360 was for me.
It was. Oh, I wonder what he's going to do this time. 720. He can get around twice.
No,
it's impossible.
Nah.
Absolutely impossible.
No chance.
One man can do it, though. It's CJ Rose.
No chance.
Anyway, let's get back to this. I saw some photos of you, or minimal, and also your business, which is called...
Lifestyle Agency. Not my business, but...
The business you work with.
Business I work with. But it's just me and my boss, so it is tight-knit.
I saw that, and then I just thought, she's obviously into her fashion. She's well dressed, well groomed, which I did like. And I was thinking, because that isn't, I suppose, my lifestyle. Like I don't have suits, and I dress casually, clean, casual, very hygienic. Always fresh shirt, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I just thought, I think she's going to be a little bit quiet. I think she's going to be reserved. You were not.
No.
On orientation day, I
not
said, who is this girl and how do I get her away from me? She is chatty.
Oh, fuck, that's funny.
She was...
Yeah. I have some funny stories about, comments like that. Like when I went travelling in Europe, we'll come back. But I remember someone goes to me, You're okay looking, but you're really fucking annoying. I was like 21. I was like, oh my God.
That's pretty much how I look.
And then I was like, I can be pretty annoying, but that's okay.
That's good though.
Yeah.
Are you yourself though? Is that who you are?
Yeah, I'm properly, I reckon, 100% ADHD and a little bit manic and just 100 miles an hour. And you ask my husband, he finds me completely stressful to live with and be married to.
What do you like at a party?
Generally, look, if I'm there without my sister, I'm definitely life of the party. My sister's even worse than me, so she always takes that role for me. But like I'm one of those people, I'll come out and I embarrass the shit out of myself. Well, I think I do. and my husband just sits there watching me, cheering me on. And the next day I
nice
have that, oh, fuck, I know. And he's like, but you're having the best time. And I'm like, oh, my God, you should have
I hope he's Italian because I don't know what the hell that accent
I don't
was.
know. I don't know, I just made that up. He's actually English, but he doesn't sound English.
I didn't realise he turned into an 80-year-old Italian lady. Okay.
Oh, I always actually mimic him, and he's like, I don't sound like that. But, yeah, no, I'm the life of the party. Ask any of my friends. I'm a bit nuts, but I'm the one that's on the stage, and I'm like, I don't know. I'd like, if I go to karaoke, I'll like suggest some hectic rap song. Oh, I don't know.
You're free.
Yeah.
That's the
pretty
key.
Free. But then you won't see me again for like 6 months to a year, and then I'm like...
You're recovering.
And then I come back, and I'm like, whoa!
We're back.
And then I hide again, and then I come back, yeah. So, but no, it's 100% me. I do have days, you'll probably notice with me, like I have days where I am completely opposite, and I'll go into my shell and kind of retreat a little bit. Like the energy isn't consistent. It's like I kind of have like... I'm a bit of a roller coaster, to be honest with you.
I'm like a Matterhorn.
Yeah. Yeah. Not bipolar, but, you know, close.
It's not a bad thing. Well, I think you're sitting on about 90% good times when I've been with you.
Yeah.
Which is good. How do you go when alcohol's involved?
I'm happy. I'm actually good. I haven't had a drink in a while.
Do you get worse? Is it like party time when you've had a couple?
Yeah. Yeah, I get pretty probably like no fear. That's one thing that's kind of
injuries.
Bad. Yeah, like I'll backflip off a jetty into water, and it's really stupid when you're like, you know.
I see you setting a good example for the two kids there. It's great.
Yeah, and like
there's Mum.
This is where I feel bad for James, because he's just like, he'll see me and he's like, fuck, can you just not try and hurt yourself, like, Jesus Christ. And I'm like, babe, I can go on I can skate a skateboard. I can do this flip. And he's like, no, you can't. So, yeah, he
keeps you just reeled in when needed, not controlled, he's
calm. Yeah, he's actually really calm. He's a calm dude.
English, you said?
Yeah, so you wouldn't know if you spoke to him. He sounds Australian, well-spoken Australian. But, yeah, his mum is from Huddersfield and his dad is from... Rochdale.
From shit? Jeez, that's a terrible name of a town.
I was going to say Sheffield, but that's not right. Rochdale.
Yeah. It's up there in the Midlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, and he was born in Wales, lived in England till he was a certain age, and then came to Perth. Yeah. Yeah, I know. He was just born there.
He's Welsh.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. That's a lot of an intro there. So what I was saying was you weren't what I expected. So the whole thing. But you've had the reason I think I couldn't do the research on you is because you've taken what you refer to as a hiatus.
Yeah.
From social media. Is there a reason why this hiatus? That's an underused word, isn't it? Hiatus.
Yeah, it's a good word, actually.
It's like the word haberdashery. Someone said that the other day, and I went, I'm using this. Yeah. And I just did.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, I did. I say hiatus because I was on it.
Lots?
Yeah, probably. And it's like, you know, we'll probably get into it. I got quite sick and then, you know, I kind of fucked with my mental health massively and physical health as well, but mental mostly. The social media did that, do you think? Well, getting sick was, and then I feel like when you're not in a good frame of mind, and then the world of social media, I feel can be a monster. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not real. And then you start comparing yourself to people, and then you're like, why am I even on this? And then when you really think about it, posting a photo of yourself or your family just purely to get likes or like for people to look at it is kind of weird. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you really deep dive into the thought process of it, it's pretty weird. Like, these are people that you don't associate with in life in general, but then they know everything about you, and it's, I don't know, it's we're seeking approval from people. It is, and also we don't even like. It's a load of shit. Like, honestly, and like there's some people I know that portray themselves on social media as like, you know, my relationship, I love my husband, he's the like rock of my family, blah, 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 you know, all this stuff. And really behind the scenes, it's all falling apart. And
Drama.
I just feel like, and also like you don't want to be on a holiday with your kids. Oh, I need to get my phone out just so I can post something on Instagram. It's like, no, just enjoy the moment. Be with your family, you know, like that's, So, and also it helps that my husband hates it. And he's never had an Instagram. He had Facebook when I first met him back in 2008.
Quality.
And then didn't have it past that, like 2009, I reckon he got rid of it. So he's been totally just living a normal life, which I respect massively. But it freaked him out, like if you'd go to the cafe near our school and someone would be like, oh, you're Kirri's husband, you know? He'd be like, who the fuck are you? And how do you know who I am? And that would freak him out. He's like,
because he's seen photos.
Because someone's seen photos of him on like my social media, and he's like, no, that makes me feel weird, you know? So, yeah. So it was also a bit of a respect thing to James. He didn't really like a lot of stuff being shared. And that's why, I mean, I've jumped back on for this because I think it's a really good purpose, and obviously for the Saba Rose Foundation. But
this is what it was meant for.
Yeah, and so as soon as this is over, you won't see me again. Like, I'll be gone.
Gone.
Yeah. So, and I'm not posting pictures there of my kids and stuff. I'm trying not to, like, you know, not make it about a life thing. It's purely just a training thing and just showing the, like, process of day one to fight night.
But it's information. It's different. It's not like a look at me.
No.
It's for a reason.
Yeah.
That's what it's meant for.
And it's probably, I'm hoping it's inspiring. Like, you know, I definitely have inspired a few mums at school, I think. And, you know, you get to older years and, you know, it's nice to see that someone can do something whilst also parent and
manage it all.
Yeah, which is fucking hard, by the way.
Well, there's my Instagram there.
Yeah.
3 posts. That's CJ Rose right there.
Oh,
Look at him.
yes.
Look at him.
Yes.
Great man.
Look how stoked you are.
I know. I was so happy to be with him. How funny is that? My Instagram, don't follow me, people. I won't follow you back. And I post nothing. How funny is it that my only post isn't my wife and kids?
I know.
It's me and CJ.
Just a couple of lads.
I know. That made my day. Good on you, CJ. He's a good man.
I'm going to have to get a selfie with him.
Oh, yeah, he's around.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's at weigh-in. That was at weigh-ins, that photo, I remember.
Yeah.
That's good.
Question about weigh-ins. Am I just totally diverting right now?
No, have you listened
Yeah.
to these? Have you listened to how often? I think I might have some of that ADHD as well. I think I got something. I think there's something wrong with me. I can't stay on.
I see something shiny and I'm like, and then it's like I completely will just ignore and disregard anything we were just talking about and go to something else. But anyway.
Listen, we've got all day.
Yeah.
I don't have to work until Wednesday, Thursday. I don't even know.
That's good.
So go ahead and talk.
Yeah.
What were you going to talk about?
No, like the weigh-ins. I'm just interested. I'm assuming the weigh-in night, like, you know, like there's the weights in the booklets, I think, and stuff, isn't there? They're obviously not from the weigh-in night. No, are there no weights in the booklet?
No.
See, I was looking at like older stuff, and I was like, how do they do it? But anyway,
I mentioned what you weigh in at. We're not commentating. I often do.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe that's it.
Okay.
Because you've got your... Oh, look at CJ. This is where you first came in. Can you see that all right? I know that light isn't in the greatest spot.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is... let's just zoom in a bit here. So I think Nigel's the one. If you've got any combat commission inquiries, Nigel Groves, the notorious Nigel Groves...
Yeah.
Head coach of the red team. The better team. And I'm not, no. I'm only joking. The only reason I say I'm on the red team is because if I gave the red team a hard time, all the red people will go, oh, yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
If I give the blue team a hard time, they all fire up at me.
Oh, that's so funny.
So that's the only reason I've got a much longer history with Glenn Austin and the blue team. I'm a fence sitter. So these are the weights that you originally gave, and they'll obviously change. This is
I'm already,
because you weighed in. Let's have a look at you here.
I've lost 4 kilos since then.
So your name's changed even on this.
Oh, yeah, I'm Varga, yeah.
So good. Okay. Where are you? So you're 172 and you're 72 kilos. You were. What are we tipping the scales at now?
68 now. Yeah.
68.
But in fairness, at 172, I was having a good old time on the wines and
On the wine.
and
On the wine.
having a great time over Christmas, particularly. Eating whatever I wanted to, only training like 3 days a week, and then
Bicep curls.
and so it's amazing when you cut out all that sugar and actually start training. Yeah, it fell off pretty quickly actually. So I'm at 68 now.
Everyone's lighter.
But I'm pretty sure. Like I know Neves has lost some as well. She's lost a few for sure from that.
Yeah.
So but how can you not? Like,
it's not like people are going to bulk up with muscle because you're just cardio town the whole time.
Oh, and it's hard work. Seriously, like, yeah.
I think Nicky Carter's probably down about 6.
Is he? Yeah. Wow, good on him. That's exciting.
Some of those big boys are all coming down in weight. So
yeah,
I think you have to be within 3 or 4 kilos. I think, but you can always.
Is that a definite, or can it also be like in terms of your like level of ability?
That's what is on.
Yeah,
it's not your weight.
Yeah,
your weight's secondary. They will not. I say it constantly. People don't believe me, but have a look at any fight. They will match you up with someone that it can go either way. They will match you. I don't know how they do it because they've made some calls and I went, I don't know what you guys are thinking here, but between Glenn Nige, Craig and Kirri, they know how to choose your opponent. And I have been wrong a lot when I've thought who was going to win. I don't think there's anyone that can't win. No one is fed to someone better.
Yeah.
And they will match you up with someone, and then they'll deal with the weight later.
Yeah. I mean, I reckon it's going to be no matter what the girls. Everyone's pretty fierce, Mike.
You girls are so much better than you were in week 1.
Yeah, I know. Do you know who's like absolutely killing it is Amber. Like,
I could. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I saw a dusting of it at the start, and I went, "She's a chance here if she can put this together consistently." And then the other day I went, she's switching on.
She's sneaky strong too. Like she's really good with her body when you're doing like that enclosed sparring and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like I remember she was a bit like she was totally green on the pads, and now I've been doing some pad work with her, and she's really good. And it's like just in those few weeks, the improvement is insane. So but everyone's fucking like Meg's nearly knocked my arm off yesterday.
Meg's has come.
Shit! I was like, don't dislocate my shoulder. She's like, whack.
Tell you what I like about Meg's is how good she can hold the pads.
Yeah.
That's important, isn't it?
Oh, it's so important, yeah. Because you hyperextend your elbow sometimes if it's not held properly, and it can really hurt you. But, yeah, it's actually a bit of an art, pad holding.
I reckon it is. Because I've seen people holding pads, and maybe it's due to inexperience. I don't think anyone's lazy with it.
No.
But there is an art to it.
Yeah, there is.
And
sure.
I saw Megan. She was with you.
She was with me.
Of course, I was getting photos.
Yeah.
And I just thought, she's come along.
She's pushing me too. She's like, come on.
I saw a little bit at the start, and you guys, I know they say go a bit easy. Not go easy, but what's the word I'm looking for? The guys obviously don't go full throttle with you guys. Well, not all the guys do. So some do. Oh, geez, calm down. I
said nothing.
I saw a couple of guys, and I was like, "Oh, you're gonna get one of these through, and you're gonna break a nose here."
Yeah.
Some of them are, but it can only, in the long run, it can only help. Surely.
Yeah. What if someone's hitting you hard?
Not hard, but
harder.
I think the Georgia Ray. I'll talk about Georgia Ray.
Yes.
I think Georgia Ray has an incredible amount of ability, and because she gets hit, I've seen it a couple of times get a knock, and then cover up and sort of back, which is very, very common for everyone. I'd do the same thing.
Yeah.
But once she's on this cusp of getting hit and then composed and moving forward again.
Yeah.
I think as soon as she sorts that out, I think she's going to be a weapon.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%.
But and that's why maybe you're not gonna have a harder job than you are against some of these guys.
Yeah.
Someone that outweighs you by 15 kilos, pushing up on you.
Yeah. It's actually good. Some of the boys, that it's nice. I did a bit of sparring with I keep calling him Johnny. Sorry, Michael. Originally,
what a man! Honestly,
I said to him, I was calling him Johnny, and I was like, this guy Johnny's a vibe. And then I was like, fuck, his name's not even Johnny. But anyway, Michael yesterday was he was good actually. You could tell he was holding back, but he was moving around and he was giving me.
Was he dancing?
He was dancing
with me. Did he have a shirt off? I was hoping for that.
No, but
if I could be reincarnated.
I've seen that man with
like
no
that.
shirt, no pants. He had no pants on the other day. I think he had jocks under there, but he likes to get his shit off in the gym. But that's all right. Confident young man. Also had some cool dance moves yesterday. Were you there when the dancing started? That was great. Everyone thought it was over, and he's like, "Get back on the pads." I can't even remember what we were talking about. No, but he was great. He was actually giving some like tips, and it was nice. It's nice because they move different. The boys are, probably like someone like him is a bit quicker. So it's nice to have.
Footwork.
Yeah. So it is good to practice. It's not nice getting like a king hit, for no reason. But
where'd you get hit?
In the side of my head, and the week before in the front of my head. Anyway, let's not go there.
Just leave that one alone.
Leave that one alone.
I know what you're talking about. We'll leave it alone. I'm not taking sides. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. I'm not taking sides.
I got straight back into it, though.
Not what I heard. Okay.
Oh, fuck off. I did, actually. I went straight back into it. Not with the same person.
Okay.
But...
Giga. I'm staying out of it. It's now these little tiffs that you guys have.
You got to have one tiff. I don't even know what we're talking about now. I'm completely lost. Weight matchups.
Weight matchups, yeah.
I reckon I've got it covered.
Who do you reckon? Let me just tell you, as I tell everyone. Sorry, don't let me tell you. It sounded wrong. May I please tell you? I ask that the guys don't tell me anything about the matchups until they're all official. Only because if they go, Brad said this, then I'll get in the shit. All right? And I can be trusted not to ever open my mouth to anything. And if we go to court, I'll say, I can't recall, Your Honour, in case any of this ever goes bad. So I have no idea who is going to match up with who, because you can all put on 3 kilos in a day if you need to, just water load, and you can also cut 3. So if you think about it, you got 3 at the bottom, 3 at the top, and 3. You got to be within 3 of each other. So technically, you can get 8-9 kilos difference and then still weigh in to fight. I'm not saying that's going to be fair, but that's where they will match you on ability.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So who do you think you're going to have?
I think out of 2.
Who we got?
They're making me question myself.
Hang on. April Ferreira's a little weapon as well.
She's psycho.
I did not expect that. I was like, Jesus, girl can fight.
Mate, she's... But, I used to play netball against her. My sister actually used to play centre court against her. She's a weapon on the netball court as well. And she's so sweet, but she's kind of aggressive when she's boxing.
Oh, kind of.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But she's wicked, so inspirational. I reckon I'm going Georgia or...
Georgia, right.
Abby, maybe. Depends. Abby. It depends, because otherwise I thought maybe Meg would go Georgia. So, and if Meg's going Georgia, then I reckon Abby.
Hang on. Me, yeah. Because Mel and Georgia won't fight.
No. So I reckon Mel and Neves for shizzle. Manizzle.
Mel and Neves, that's what you reckon?
And I reckon Amber and April. And then I reckon the other 4 are the ones where it's a bit confusing. You're
going to be different, though, in week. That's what they got to make the call. It's not. I had that wrong. I actually thought it was this Sunday. It's not. It's the following Sunday.
Yeah, the 9th, right?
They have to make the call then, and you will be a very different fighter in between splitting in the teams and the end. Once you get onto the teams, that's when you get really good.
I really want to get more. I want to do more sparring, to be honest with you, like in the ring with some coaching. I can't wait to do that. So,
when you get in the teams, you go through the roof. You think you've done well in these first 3 weeks. It's nothing compared to what happens then.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to look.
I just can't wait to hit a bit harder, to be honest with you.
Jeez, don't hold back. Fight the guys. I'm going to just have a quick go at Abby because I can. And that was autocorrect. That's why your name was spelt wrong. Get off my case. Why don't you girls take the jewellery off when you have when you're sparring with headgear on? Doesn't it like cut in there? She walks in like a jewellery store with just crap everywhere here, all earrings. Maybe there is a reason for it, but why don't? Because you had earrings on the other day.
Yeah,
why don't you take them out?
Sometimes I take my bigger ones out. I've got 3, and the other 2 are little, and I can't even feel them. The big ones suck, but then it's just I can't. It's too late by the time. I just forget. To be honest, I've taken off my wedding bands. I've taken all my bracelets off. I've taken one of my chains off, and I just keep them off now because, like, even this one I should probably take when I'm really jumping around. That cake can like smack me in the teeth because I've got big teeth. But you know,
big choppers.
Big choppers. Yeah, but I don't know. I need to take the jewellery out, to be honest. I'm assuming I have to take the nose ring out for fight night as well. You don't want to rip that off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably recommend that.
Yeah.
Just take it all off.
I will. I'll take... Okay. It's just... I'm only boxing for an hour and a half, like, and then I have my whole life. I still want to wear my earrings through the day. So
do the day, but when it comes to training, that's it. Take your watch off, whatever the hell you wear, your rings, take all your jewellery off and put it there. I know Abby can Abby trains with all her stuff in, and good on you, Abby, for being able to do it. I'm not having a go at you, but I would just be worried about getting one in the ear or something and then it ripping out. Well,
it's covered though. You can't. It's not poking
but
out.
But if it spins, if the headgear spins,
well, then you haven't got it on tight enough. So that's not good enough. Then
I can see I'm not winning this argument. I'm going to move on.
Does it affect you personally, Brad? If you don't take our jewellery out,
it does actually. It annoys me.
Move on, mate. Okay.
All right, well, let's get into you. Found something about you.
Uh-oh.
Should we talk more about your hiatus? Should we bag out social media a bit more?
Yeah, I fucking hate social media.
It's lies.
Yeah. It's lies. And then you just get like... Do you know what annoys me?
Tell me what annoys you, Kirri Varga. That's what I wanted. My wife said to me this morning, what do you want today? I said... I'd like a coffee and I'd like to know what annoys Kirri Varga. And she goes, you're a chance. Go ahead.
I know it's like such a business thing and it's like, promo, whatever. But this shit...
I said, how funny is it when someone's advertising a product that it just doesn't know what they're doing? I use this. You go,
I know.
Unfollow.
Yeah, just shut up.
I follow about 10 people.
Oh, God. And the more fucking annoying one, excuse my language, I said I was going to not swear so much in this.
That's all right.
Yeah.
You can swear as much as you want.
Is the whole, hey, guys, like my page and tag 3 friends. I hate getting tagged in that shit. Don't tag me. Like,
I'm going to tag you in everything from now on. I think we're friends on Facebook.
And it's like, you don't even check in with me and say hi, but you'll tag me in a promo. Like,
to get some kind of...
Just to get a free pair of, I don't know, jocks or something. Okay, maybe not jocks. It's the first thing that came to my mind. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that sort of stuff. That's kind of annoying.
People still say like and subscribe.
Yeah. And it's funny because all I'm doing right now is workout videos, which is hilarious. But...
It's different though.
I actually hate when people are like, come do abs with me. And it's like some hot bitch mum just trying to like body shame everybody else that, you know, maybe doesn't have a 6-pack. And they're like, oh, God, I don't know. It's like, it's very annoying. Unfollow. I've had to mute when I was on it, I muted so many people that are friends only because if I'm with you in reality, like, I really like you and we hang out and it's awesome. I see you on social media and I fucking hate you. And I'm like...
Jesus.
Yeah. And it's bad.
Maybe not to post any photos of my kids.
Shit, maybe you need to cut this part out.
Just do it. It's social media.
But it's
horrible.
Just only because it can bring out such a different, like, ego in people, I guess. And I don't like big egos. So it's... yeah, that just stresses me out. But, you know, and do you know what? I'm going to go on a tangent right now. This is
Listen,
full tangent.
let me just get comfortable.
Yeah, get comfortable.
We have got a brand new 64 gig SD card in that recorder down there. Use it up. Use it up, Kirri Varga.
Oh, like, okay, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back, guys.
How far are we going
Taking
back?
it back.
How
to
far are
when
we
I
going
had
back?
my first baby.
Are we going back 10 years?
Yeah, it'd be like 10 years now.
Guess what?
Oh, you found something?
I did. I was going to actually ask you to throw it back 10 years when Uptown Funk by Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars was hitting the charts. Thinking Out Loud was number 2. This is 10 years ago. Because I thought we were going to go back 10 years. 50 Shades of Grey. Do you know Canva started in 2015 if we go back 10 years?
Do you mean Canvas like the online thing?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Do you know TikTok wasn't even around 10 years ago?
Oh, thank God.
It was
the world was a better place.
It was Musically. Anyway, that was it.
Yeah.
That's what I found out about. Let's go back. This is a photo I found of you.
Oh, that's my sister's wedding in Bali.
Quality.
Look how skinny I am.
That's Kira. That's
That's Nikki.
Nikki.
Yeah.
Blonde hair. She doesn't have blonde hair, does she?
She was so wasted there. She got so drunk at her wedding.
Quality.
Bless her.
That's what every groom wants.
Yeah.
Nice.
They were free pouring spirits at Bali. Like, and when I say free pouring, it was like, can I have a Bacardi and Coke? And like half the glass was like Bacardi.
Nice.
Oh, and when you've already
That's
had
not
a few
dangerous.
sherbets, it's like,
That's not dangerous at all.
It was dangerous. It was bad. Anyway.
Keep going on your rant.
Oh, my rant.
Go back 10 years.
10 years ago.
Are we going into your full story yet? Is this going into the full story? Because I've got that coming up.
Yeah. No, this is about my bubby, who was very early. That's one of my stories.
I got photos ready. Just calm down. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do that. We'll do that. Hang on. What have I found? Because you had nothing, I had to find
I know.
stuff, and there wasn't that much.
Yeah.
Should we talk about your sponsor before we go into this?
Yeah.
WA Insolvency Solutions, a division of the Sutherland. I can't say that word. What's that word?
Church.
Oh, nice. Nice. Obviously, you care a lot about your sponsors here. They're specialists. They understand. Oh, that page turned. I couldn't read it. These guys, WA Insolvency Solutions.
Yes.
Tell me who from WAIS, they got WAIS.com.au, WA Institute of Sport.
And
good on you.
They actually call it waste as well. Which
Do
is,
they?
Yeah, when they do it as short.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Do you know how mad that would make the WA Institute of Sport? That is so good. Rub it in.
I should just start saying waste are sponsoring me, guys.
You should do.
I know. I actually have a few times and I'm like, but wait, let me just explain. Not
That'd
that
be
waste.
I hope they rub it in.
Yeah, Jimmy from
Jimmy?
Jimmy?
The J-Dog, as I call him.
Yeah, Jimmy is a legend and yeah.
Everyone knows Jimmy's a legend.
Yeah.
Everyone. When people go, tell me about Jimmy, and they go, the legend, they go, I know what you're talking about.
Or aren't all Jimmy's legends? J-Dog. He is... he's actually... So how it all happened is actually my brother-in-law, so Nikki's husband, Pete, works there. And, you know, when you have that shit fight, I need to find a sponsor. So...
Never had that shit fight.
Yeah. You know, because people say they will and then it's like selling tables.
People talk a big game.
Oh, they talk a big game.
Sold out in like 6 days this time.
Yeah.
That caught me off guard.
Yeah. I think it caught a lot of people off guard. I was super early with my table organisation, so go me. Yes, I did not miss out. But, so Pete is my brother-in-law, and Pete got Jimmy on board to sponsor me because he did one, I don't know, the last year, the year before.
I've seen that logo before.
I can't remember who it was, but they sponsored. They found it really great, found the advertising awesome, you know, having the logo up on the screens and so on. So, so he sponsored me, and he's also sponsored a part of sponsoring me. He's taken a row one table as well. Yeah.
That is prime real estate.
Yeah, so that's sick. So my sister and Pete will be on that table, and then we've got a row one as well with my husband and friends. So it'll be fun. So that is who's sponsoring me, and I appreciate it a lot.
It's a big thing.
Yeah.
You know, the sponsors, your direct sponsors and your family, I don't believe get enough credit for what they do, for what they go through.
Yeah, and just even the mates that are paying to come. I mean, times are tough right now. Like, it's a good time, but it's like, asking someone to fork out, you know, quite a bit, especially for a row one.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and with the chicks, it's like, that's just the beginning, you know,
Oh.
the dress and the hair and makeup and all that sort of stuff. I mean, I'm not a hair and makeup sort of person, believe it or not, because you think I'm some sort of fashion person, but I'm not.
Well, we did this.
Yeah.
We actually worked out how much it would. But let's not talk about that because I just realised where that's going.
Yeah.
So keep going.
And you put accommodation into it as well. It's an expensive night.
It was about a $2,500 night for a female.
What?
Why would I make that up? Okay.
Oh, okay.
You had
Yeah,
your
they're
ticket,
buying a dress.
Yeah, ticket, your dress, your makeup, your hair.
Did you say 2.5?
2.5, and we put in accommodation as well.
Oh, that's high. Wow.
Well, this actually was done. A girl that is a part. Well, she fought once and she stays there. That's what she budgets for.
That's okay.
Yeah, well, she's delusional. Anyway, keep going.
It's high maintenance.
Oh, she is.
Jesus.
Don't worry. I remind her of that a lot.
Oh, sorry. Don't take offence to that. But anyway,
I will money.
no,
later.
I'm renting a dress because I refuse to buy one. And I'll just slap on some makeup and just slip
Slap
the
it?
hair back, slap it on.
Are you going to get cornrows?
I've asked my girlfriend to braid my hair,
To braid
and she's
hair,
going
not
to
cornrows.
put whatever colour in as well. You know, the fake hair, just
like
for fun.
it.
Yeah, just for fun.
I think Casey Groves did that. Nigel's sister fought. I'm pretty sure she
Yeah.
had that as well.
So she'll do that for me. She's wicked at doing hair. So and then I'll take that out later probably. Wait, match my dress because my dress is green. So
Can blue and green should never be seen. Is that right?
am I blue? Am I?
No, I'm just saying. I don't know what you. I don't know. I don't know
Brad.
the teams.
You just put your foot in it.
Well, is blue and does green and
Green and red actually does like a bit Christmassy, but anyway, this is such a boring topic. Sorry, everyone. Can I go back to my rant? No, I won't.
yeah, go on.
I won't
No,
do it.
Do it. Do it. We all want to hear
Just
it.
sound like a bit of a C-bomb. But
Spit out.
yeah, no. So
Get
I had
it out.
an
Get
early
off your
bubba.
chest.
So my oldest, who's turning 11 Friday, sweet Jack.
Where is
Love
this little
him.
guy? Hang on. I do.
I think
have
I
it.
sent you a photo of him.
I do.
Premi.
I'm looking for it. I'm
Yeah.
looking for it. There it is.
Yeah. My
See, I did
sweet baby.
some prepreparation here.
Yeah. Look at him. He's so little.
Is that your husband?
Yeah. Look how
That's a glorious crop of hair.
he has great hair. He's
I don't
such
like
good
him.
hair.
Don't like him.
He will never go bald. And the boys, luckily, have his hair, not mine. So
jealous.
yes, there.
That's
Jack.
That's a small little.
Yeah, and that's
little
like
guy.
2 weeks after he was born. We
Yeah.
weren't actually allowed to hold him for a while because he was actually, so there he's on the CPAP, which is like the airflow through the nose.
Yeah.
But when he was first born, he was fully ventilated, so he could not breathe at all on his own.
28 weeks is early.
28 weeks is early, yeah. So he was 980 grams. Scary as fuck, to be honest with you. Like, oh, it's sad. And I feel so bad for people that go through it, especially people that already have kids that go through it. You know, like the lucky part in a shit situation is that we could fully focus on Jack when he was in neonates, where I know a friend that had, well, she's not a friend, but she's a friend of my friend of a friend. She had a baby at 26 weeks. And she had like a 3-year-old at the time. And
that'd be
she spent
worse.
so long they were in hospital for ages and did Christmas in there.
King Edward?
King Eddie, yeah.
Good
so I was at
people at
King
King
Eddie.
Eddie, though.
Do you know what? I remember
Tell me.
the nurses there are the sweetest people. And you're not meant to have people sleep over at King Eddie. Like, your partner's not meant to be there. But
How do they do it? How do the nurses stay that positive and that chipper?
I had an older woman. She actually tucked me in and like kissed me on the head. Like, it was actually really sweet. Like, it was like, because
All creepy.
it was really sweet because I was quite young. Like, I was 27.
If it was a male nurse that did it?
Okay, yeah, that would be weird.
Just say, are you the nurse? No, I'm the cleaner. Get out of my room, mate.
I probably would have taken it. I was that vulnerable. I was like, somebody just love me. I don't care who you are. My rant was when you have a preemie baby, and obviously the milestones are really behind, and you're fucking struggling because everything's shit, and they're struggling from day dot, pretty much. Everything's behind. And that's where social media as well. Like, I just found a process of social media starting to just destroy my soul. Friends having babies at the same time would be like, oh my God, like my baby's so big, it's like this age and it's this. And look at it walking, and everyone like loves to showboat on there, and it's, I know you should be proud. Not everyone, but a lot of people do. But it's not just that like I'm proud of my child sort of thing. A lot of it sometimes becomes a little bit like chest pumping, like look how sick my kid is. Like, and I just found that really hard when I had a baby. Well, it was really early.
Because you were doing it tough and they were almost rubbing your nose in it?
Yeah, and like you'd see people and they'd be like, or like I'd put a photo up and then you'd put, someone would go, oh, he's so tiny. Yeah, no fucking shit, he's tiny. Like, you know, maybe say he looks great, or how healthy does he look? Do you know what I mean? Like, but that's my fault for posting on there. I'm opening myself up for feedback, so...
What about how people somehow...
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it, but it's a gift. No matter what is put up, they manage to turn it, make it about themselves.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck those people.
Yeah, fuck you.
I don't swear.
Fuck you people.
I was going to say, I never swear on this thing, but fuck you people. Yeah. All of you.
Totally, yeah. But he's, by the way, Jack is a legend now. He's been at the... he did a backflip for everyone the other day at the gym.
Healthy?
He's healthy.
He's got a fair crop of hair on him as well.
Yeah, he's little. He's still only like 25 kilos and he's turning 11 and he's small, 0% body fat, but he's ripped and he's a gymnast, believe it or not. He had like no muscle tone. We had so much physio and stuff for him when he was growing up because he had no core. So, and now he's got like a 10-pack and he's insanely ripped. I'm so proud of him.
Chisel.
I'm actually super proud of him. He was angel baby, yeah.
And how is he? Is there any complications that he's still facing due to?
Well, I mean, he's got ADHD, but I mean that's pretty common. But he got diagnosed quite early, so that hyperactivity we noticed that in him pretty early, and they say that can be from prematurity, but I also think he's probably got it from us. My husband and I.
Us.
He is totally, James is too, but in a different way. He's not hyperactive, but he's...
Us? Oh, Mum.
But, yeah, no, we had a lot of challenges at the beginning. Learning is hard, like he's very behind, but, you know,
Is he happy?
He's happy, and
That's
and, you know, I struggle with the school thing. I really do. Like, if they're not, you know, the NAPLAN shit, and like, don't even get me started.
NAPLAN.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like, it just puts so much pressure on them. And this whole, he's not, you know, writing fucking novels. It's like, yeah, but he can do some other crazy shit. That's awesome. Like, I don't know. I think he's a really bright, brilliant kid. And just because pen to paper, maybe he's not neat.
Schooling.
I'm not concerned.
Curriculum.
I am not concerned. I think he is very charismatic and he's, and he's very kind, and I think that's a really important thing in life, you know. So, yeah, good kid. Both my boys are good. I mean, Dominic is a psycho. He's the younger one. But him and I fight. Like,
Dom's the second one. Dom's your second one.
Yeah, Dom's my second one. He's 6 and he's nuts. And he's me.
Does he look after?
He is me in a child, and we fight. We actually fight like siblings. It's really funny. Like, you know, I can't believe I actually argue with him like I do. Like, I'm fighting with a 6-year-old. It's ridiculous. But, yeah, like he'll be like, you suck, Mum. I'm like, you suck.
Real mature there. Real mature.
Yeah, it's actually, my husband's like, can you guys stop fighting?
Do you call him names like poopy pants as well?
I call him a jerk all the time.
It's great. It's great for kids.
Yeah, it's great parenting. I'm like, stop being such a jerk.
Shouldn't write a book.
Don't. Sometimes I actually think, I'm like, the neighbour's going to complain about me. Because I'm like, fuck. But anyway, I don't swear fuck at my kids. I promise.
Really? Are you going to let them listen to this? Because you've dropped it about 10 times.
I know.
Jesus, what have I got here on you?
Oh, it's my wedding.
I like this photo.
Aww.
I don't know why. I don't mean that in a weird way, but it's almost like hang on, just hang on. I've noticed something else I got to point out. We're looking at a photo of you on your wedding day here.
Yeah.
You look very relaxed. You look ready to go.
Yeah.
The lady that's putting on your makeup.
That black thing.
Just the hand in general.
The thumb.
Is it a Is it like a zombie putting it up? Oh, hang on. I should have actually asked who it was first.
Nah, she's cool. She's older. Like, you can't tell.
Jeez. I shouldn't have said that.
She's actually like like, so I lived down south when we got married.
I can't believe I've just had a go at Nana.
No,
Sorry.
she's like a really good artist that does makeup just for the shits and gigs on the weekends, and she's actually really amazing. So that is not a flattering photo of her hand, but sometimes
I thought it was all the makeup on it. That's what I was having.
Yeah, but that's makeup, all that black stuff. That's just makeup.
And it's a black and white photo. You live down south.
Yes. Oh, why did we ever move back? Oh, stupid.
Hang on, you live down south or you lived down south?
I lived down
Whereabouts?
south. We lived in Eagle Bay.
Nothing wrong with Eagle Bay.
Yeah, I know. I sound like a snob, but we were like...
Snob. Yeah, keep going.
We actually had the best life before we had our kids. Oh, we still do. So, I don't mean it like that. I mean, we had a great single time. It was awesome.
Yeah.
James had a 78 Land Rover, which was wicked.
78 series? Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
I'm not into cars.
It was sick. And we had the roof off, and we used to drive it around and then use a beach umbrella to cover the seats, like when we went around. People used to stop us and take photos for weddings. But we lived just on Eagle Bay Road, like down from Wise Winery and Eagle Bay Brewery. But we rented this wicked house. It had like ocean views, like property for $400 a week.
Jeez.
I know. Now,
how long were we down there?
Good luck. 2 years? Yeah, he moved to his job, moved to Bustleton. He worked Bustleton Bunbury. So then I just worked retail down there. And it was great. We became like a bit of an Airbnb for friends, but why not? It was fun.
Sure.
Yeah, and then we got married there, and then all our mates hired houses around our house. And then we got married at Wise Winery, and we got the Eagle Bay Brewery beers in to Wise. Yeah.
Nice.
So it was super fun. And the wedding car was the Landy, and we just tied cans to the back of it, which was super fun. Yeah. So it was wicked. So that was at Bunkers, actually, that photo. I stayed at Bunker Bay. The boys stayed at our house.
Bunkers.
Bunkers. Yeah.
Bunkers. Jeez. I'm going to a wedding in Albany this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Never been. What's it like down there?
You say hi to Timmy Audie?
Timmy.
Yeah.
He's not going to the wedding.
No, I'm just saying he's in Albany.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he?
They opened a business there called The Last Jar.
Okay.
It's a Whole Foods place. It's doing very well.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to go down and see him on there.
It's really nice. It's near that main roundabout when you
I've
come
never
into
been.
town. Yeah.
Never been, not even driving. Got one of my mates to drive. I'm just in the back.
You've never been to Albany?
Never.
Oh.
No, I'm not a big go to places in Australia kind of person. I'm one of those.
Missing out.
I know, I am. Yeah. What are we even talking about here? Just look at this.
I know, you showed a photo of myself when I looked youthful and stress-free.
What else have I got of you? Because you gave me nothing.
I gave you so much info, and I gave you a Dropbox of photos. Oh, look how good I look there. If I do say so myself.
Someone doesn't mind getting on.
Well, I mean,
West
I'm about
Australia.
10 kilos lighter there. Very tanned.
Very tanned.
Yeah.
Orange, some say.
Yeah. I'm not orange. By the way, I've never had a fake tan. Can I just put that out there? Never.
Put it out there. Whether you believe it or not, I don't know.
Fucking
$20 for that photo. Delusional.
Yeah, no. Who buys a photo of themselves anyway? That's weird.
And there's this other one. Hang on. This is also a West Big. So you don't mind a bit of this. This is at the... look at you there.
There's 12-year-old me.
Look at you, young and free.
What year is that?
Living down near Bunkers. That's what the locals call it. Jeez, I got another word for that. I don't know when this was. Let's have a look at the date. 2015.
2015.
It's 10 years ago.
Whew.
You know what was in the charts? Uptown Funk. How's the research? You cannot
well done,
fault
Fred.
my research. I did it last night.
That's very
I
good.
should have been working.
Yeah.
That's it. What else have we got? Your work, lifestyle agencies.
Yeah.
Before we get on the rest of it, there's so much to cover because I can't come back to this. And if I don't do it in order, then there's going to be a drama.
Go for it.
Tell me about lifestyle agencies.
Best biz in town.
It is,
It is actually great. I love it. Love my job.
What do you do?
Are you listening, Pete? My boss, Pete, you listening? I love my job.
Pete.
It's funny because people get so confused. You say you're in wholesale fashion and they're like, oh, cool. I don't think anyone really understands what it is.
Do they use that voice when they say it, or is that just something that you do?
It's just
Keep
me.
going.
Yeah, so we have So what we do is, so your big brands, like we've got Thrills, for example, in the agency, lots of different brands. So they're all based over east, like Melbourne, Sydney. That's where all the head offices are. And then to wholesale, they'll pretty much put agents in to take care of WA. So we sell those brands to independent boutiques in WA, and then we get a commission off those sales. So, yeah. So, so if someone contacts, say, any brand that you can think of, say, I don't know, Lee Jeans or something, and they say, hey, guys, we're interested in stocking your brand. Like, they'll put them onto us, and then we'll do the showings, which is where we get samples.
So they'll contact Lee Jeans. Lee Jeans will contact you and say, go show them our stuff.
That's you. And then it's all on you. Like, you deal with account setups. You obviously don't do the account setup on the head office side, but you deal with the credit apps. You go meet the people, make sure they're the right fit. It's not crossing over with someone else. Then you do all the showings, get your orders in, make sure that order comes when it needs to come, make sure everyone's taken care of, they feel loved. And, it's really actually quite good. You meet a lot of different people and do a lot of travelling. So hence I go to Albany a lot for work and stay there, and lots to Geraldton. But yeah, we do everywhere. So it's actually really good. So I take care of 14 brands. I think myself and Pete does about the same. He does all the dude stuff and I do all the chick stuff. So yeah, it's good. Yeah. And we've got one wicked brand that we have in-house called Love from Lulu, which is jewellery, which is the jewellery that you keep telling me I need to take off, but I'm representing.
If it's quality jewellery, and it sounds like it is.
But yeah, we got a wicked show when we actually hire it out. So other agents come from over east and they come and actually do their showings here. So the ones that don't have reps or agents in WA will lease out our showroom and do...
Where is that?
It's in Burswood.
Okay.
So do you know where like Blaster Brewing Co is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just on that same street, just up the road.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's wicked. It's an old building. It was a knockover job that we renovated, or Pete renovated, and yeah, cool polished concrete floors, like high ceilings, real industrial.
Oh yeah, that is in there.
Yeah.
Some deals have been done out the back of there over the years.
Dude, the building's next to us. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's
some after hours. How funny is that 24-hour?
Oh, my God. Seriously. By the way, the staff there are so sweet. I love them. There's...
What's it called? Is it Easy Plus?
Shit.
Is it? It's a 24-hour place.
We call it Super Deli just for fun. I don't know why. I can't think of its actual name. But I just refer to it as a Super Deli. 24-hour.
That was one of the first 24... Oh, no, we're off topic here. That was one of the first 24-hour places.
Yeah. Do you know what's so funny is their rap sheet, when you go in there, they've got all these like printouts in A3 of people that have stolen off them. Banned from the shop. And it's like, stole from here on the 24th of December. And there's this massive photo. I actually love, like, when you're waiting for something, I love just, like, looking at it. I'm like...
It's someone you know.
It's like a pin-up board we used to take, like, dog walker or something. That's all the naughty boys.
I have a quick story about that place.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about my work or what I do for work. But anyway, I was at work just near there, just to the back of there. This is a couple of years ago. And I had a physical job and I worked way too hard and I'd overeaten at dinner as well. And I was not well. And I pushed myself. You know when you just go, I've gone too hard, and then I had to do more, and I was in a bad way. And I ended up out the front of there while at work, and I was on my hands and knees being violently ill out the front of that place. And the thing that made it all worthwhile...
What time was this?
Like 9:30 at night. And I was...
Not uncommon, probably.
No. The thing that it's still great, and that's why I like the staff there. The lady that was working behind the counter has walked over to the window, seen me going down. I could see her looking out the window at me, and I'm not proud of it, I was being violently ill repeatedly. And she looked at me, did not bat an eyelid, and just went back to work. Zero sympathy. And I was thinking, she has seen this a lot. She has seen some shit to have me on the ground look like I was dying. And I'm loud when I'm unwell. And she just didn't give a shit. She's like, oh, well, whatever. Who's going to clean that up?
I find it really funny when people are in, like, pain or, like, you know what I mean? Like, I find it funny when someone's in a situation like that. I can't help but laugh. But that's very funny.
What about when someone dry reaches and someone goes, does that
God.
make you go?
Nah.
I'm all right until someone starts doing that. If
I've
someone
dealt
does that on
with bad
TV, I
shit.
feel bad.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
No, you're all right?
No, I got a pretty good stomach, to be honest with you. What freaks me out or make me like is mouth noises. Like that's where you trigger me. Is like
What do you mean mouth noises?
like someone like sucks their teeth or like I don't know sucks a chicken bone or like eats an apple. Like
Eats an apple. It's pretty common.
it's just that. It's that. You know that.
Oh, because people do that where they get right up on there.
Yeah.
Am I doing that? So if I
That actually gives me the creeps just thinking of that. That's what freaks me out. And like, I love your mum. Hope she never listens to this. She won't. I don't think she will. But she does this. Like,
not with potty mouth Kirri on here. That's not my baby.
She sits next to me on the couch because she sleeps over a lot because her husband or partner works away, and she gets lonely. But she'll do this. Like, I don't know if anyone can hear me on here.
Oh.
Like, and I honestly, the punch reflex. I'm like, you need
Floss.
I'm like, stop fucking sucking your teeth. And she's like, I'm like, mum. And then she's like, oh, it actually sends like chills up my spine. And then my son, my older one, eating an apple or like eating crisps, I just can't. I just can't. I have to leave the room. Yeah. So he's not allowed to eat snacks near me, really. He has to eat them somewhere else. So there you go.
Anyway, lifestyle agencies is what we're talking about after we go. So I took it off topic there with that Easy Plus. It was a little confusing what you do, but I think...
Do you get it?
I do now.
Yeah.
But I think you'd be good at it. I think you're quite a social person and you kind
You
of
have
can
to be.
talk to people. What's that? That's a cat hair.
It's just
I
fun.
can see it.
Yeah.
No,
No, you have to be. And you have to be very... well, it's sales, right? So you have to be... Like, you have to make sure you can be one way with one person and then another way with someone else. And then it's funny, like in showings, like, because we'll get brands, like right now I'm selling for spring 2025, which is your August, September, October delivery. Generally, they will deliver in like a quarter. Like, so, and it's not always our quarters, but it's like, so that is what I'm selling for now. So you are doing quite a bit of pre-planning. And it's nice. Like, some people love just coming in and flicking. And they like go through the range and they're quite happy to just do their own thing. And then you get other people that want you to go old school where you're like, this is this. And they sit there and watch you while you properly demonstrate like what's been good. And so it's an interesting job because you really do have to manage many different stores and something sells really good for someone, doesn't sell for someone else. And WA, we have the biggest territory, to deal with. Yeah. So, and we deal with a lot of different temperatures too. Like what I'm selling for someone in Albany is totally different to what someone's buying in Exmouth. Do you know? So it's an interesting job.
Too many puffer jackets on sale
and it's
Exmouth.
funny, that last summer we had, that was brutal for our...
the one we've just had?
Not this previous summer where it just was still like hot in April. And we're getting like, that is when we start delivering all our autumn gear, right? So it's like big coats and, oh God, that was a nightmare.
The seasons are changing,
Yeah,
aren't
it was
they?
very hard for WA. It was fun for over East. It was hard here. Hard Queensland can suffer from it a bit as well. So, but we sell at the same time. We have the same ranges that New Zealand have. So it is interesting. Like these guys are designing for a pretty broad customer base. Yeah, so... But I've been doing it a long time. I've known my boss, Pete. He actually knows Claire. Do you know Claire? That comes down to...
Not a lot of Claires.
No, she owns Glove Up.
No.
Nah, okay. She comes to training on Sundays. She just helps a bit out. Like, she helps us out.
Was she there last Sunday?
Yeah, she's been there every Sunday.
Oh, the actual boxer Claire.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Of course I know her.
So she knows my boss
Sorry,
really well.
Claire.
Yeah.
She is a vicious young lady.
Yeah, she's wicked. I like her.
So good.
She's great. Our kids got along really well actually down there, so we're going to start having little Sunday play sessions at the gym. But yeah, she knew my boss through, he was Everlast rep for ages. And
Who's
Claire,
that?
Pete Francis.
I know Paul Stockton.
Oh yeah. So Paul, he does
Paul.
it now. Yeah, Paul's
a good man.
Do you know? Yeah. So Pete's been around forever. and they know each other. So it's a small world. Perth is just small.
What's the name of the business Paul Stockton's with? It's called Sport something.
Sportmax.
Sportsmax.
Sportmax.
Sportsmax.
Is that right?
I think
Agency?
so.
Yeah.
I like Paul.
Yeah, they've got a heap of stuff actually. We're more fashion. They've really got the sports market. We are more fashion for sure. But yeah, Stocko's been around forever. So I
had the pleasure of sitting on a table. First ever PCR I went to, I sat on the table with him. He was delightful and he was wonderful to my wife. Thank you, Paul.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it nearly ended badly with someone that needed to be. And so anyhow, Paul was a good man. Got a lot of time for him.
Well, he does the exact same thing that we do. So
okay.
Yeah, it's just he is more of the sports and then we do more of the fashion stuff. Yeah, and that's about it. Yeah. But same agency sort of system.
It's a small world, isn't it?
It is a small world.
It is a small world.
Yes.
What else have we got here? Oh, I found some old video of you. How old are you here, firstly, before we kick off?
Oh, that wasn't too long ago. 2021?
What are you doing here? So you're doing kickboxing as well?
Well, that's what I did. And I actually started coaching here. So I took classes in the end, but then it was just too hard because I was working full-time and then having to go do this.
Where is this, down in Murray?
They've got one in Murray. This is in Willerton.
Okay.
Which is near where I live.
Yeah.
God,
what's the name of this place?
You do a deep dive.
Well, I try to.
Oh my God, that's on repeat. Stop. We don't need to look at me anymore.
Okay, well, you're doing well. You obviously know what you do. It's more just trying to work out how much experience. I could see on day one that you've done it before.
Yeah.
You knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
And your body's conditioned to it. Things like wrists and I'm always concerned about. I don't want someone to buckle a wrist or a thumb or something. Wear an earring, get cut, that kind of stuff.
Oh, my God.
I know. You did send me a lot of stuff, so good on you.
I know. Only because I know I've heard on your other ones you're like, I've done a deep dive. I've got all these things to talk about. I was like, sorry.
You sent me that.
You distracted me. Yeah, I was like, shit, you got nothing on me because I deleted everything. So
I found some stuff. Can you tell me who this is?
That is my mum. How hot is she? Right?
I mean this in the most respectful way.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. So she was professional Hungarian dancer. And she used to do like a belly dancing style one on her own where she did like a solo performance. And yeah, she was hot. Yeah. So she
and what nationality?
Mum is Greek Hungarian. My dad is Hungarian.
She was the kind of woman that like will bring down an empire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just that one. You know that one? Like remember do you ever heard of her name's Wallace Simpson? She's an American lady. She came in and took pretty much did what Meghan Markle did with Harry.
Did she?
Came in and the King Edward, I think wasn't allowed to marry her.
Yeah.
Because she'd been divorced.
Yeah.
So he abdicated the throne for this woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's saying something. Anyway, I just saw her. She got a bit of Victoria Beckham about her there.
She does. She has no eyebrows, but, that was a thing back then. Yeah, good old mum.
Good old mum. Is mum going to be there?
No, she won't be. She'll be watching the boys for me.
Okay.
She's very proud of me, but she is a bit pissed that
boxing.
Originally, she was pissed. I think she's come around now. So I try to share some videos and stuff with her to show her that I actually know what I'm doing. Because she's like, what the fuck,
Must be daunting for her.
Well, she's just very much like, I don't want you ruining your beautiful face. And that's not what she sounds like. I know I do voices for people.
They've all got the same voice, apparently.
They do. Yeah. I'm just, so, yeah, she's going to watch the boys and my dad's coming. And they're not together. My parents haven't been together since I was 11. So,
okay.
Yeah, but they're good friends, so that's fine. But yeah, Mum was a bit of a babe. But she actually, what Georgia did, they used to call it fitness figure back in the day. I don't know what it's called now. IFBBB something.
Figure fitness?
Yeah, fitness figure.
Who did this?
My mum at 40 and 42.
Really? Is there any photos of this?
I do have them, but I have to share them later.
They're not online?
No. But I'm
You're
sure
not
they probably
look for
will.
them now.
Anna Varga is her name.
First name?
Anna.
Just have a quick look.
You're creeping on my mum.
I am. After seeing that photo, damn right I am.
But yeah, she was older. Like she was a fitness trainer, and then she.
Come on, there's got to be one in here.
Nah.
Where's Mum?
Nah, there won't. It was so long ago.
What year?
Oh, God.
Please tell me
Parents are still together,
please
so
tell me
this is
that's not
going
her.
back. That is not her. Jesus Christ.
I'll look for that.
Do you mean that's not him?
Someone's going home in the paint. You're talking about your mum.
Yeah, but she was amazing. She got runner-up Miss Australia for fitness figure when she was 42. You go, girl.
Really?
You go, girl. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
so
it.
pretty...
I'm going to find Anna
pretty-
Varga. Where are you, Anna?
Good luck. You're not going to find it.
I will.
You won't.
I will.
Yeah.
Just look out, Anna Varga on the night. Jeez. I can't believe we're talking about your mum.
She is very funny, though, like, because this is happening. She's like, you just remind me so much of me. I'm like, oh, God. There's that voice again.
Isn't that scary when your kids start
Yeah.
saying what you
Yeah.
start sounding like you, repeating stuff like you do.
Yeah. So,
And then you go, where did you get it? You can't get mad at them either.
nah. But she's good egg. She won't be there. My son is Devo. He wants to come, but there's no chance. I'm not doing that. It's just too much coordinating. And
Are you staying at the Crown?
yeah.
Is your mum staying at the Crown?
No, she'll be.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
she'll be
that's
at home.
too hard then.
It's too hard, and
Because Glenn and I do accommodate kids for that event, but we got to go through the Crown. We got to get it all approved.
I would actually find that quite distracting, I think, and a bit stressful if I had my child there. That sounds terrible, but
No,
I'd rather focus on me and not getting, punched in the head, not being like, oh, where's my child?
It is intimidating.
How's he going home? It is intimidating. It's funny. I have moments where I'm totally fine and feeling super confident, and then I have moments of like, oh, God, this is real.
You are all getting looked after.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. And I love the coaches. They're great. They are different, hey? Totally. Very, very different.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a bit sad to split.
Do you have a preference?
I want to split, but I'm sad to split because I like them both, and I'm a bit sad that one's going to go missing. Does that make sense?
I believe they will choose their team in a way where they think that this person is going to benefit more from my coaching than the other.
Yeah.
They won't say, this person's the best fighter, I want them. They'll say, this person will look, because they are very different teams.
Yeah.
But they're both, Nigel and Glenn are both very, very intelligent in that sense of boxing intelligence. I think they're good. Do you have a preference? And don't just say, I look better in blue like everyone else does, or I look better in red.
No.
It's going to go with my dress.
I don't really, to be honest. That's what I'm saying. I'm a bit torn. I like both.
You don't have to make the call here.
Do you know who I am? I will be, no offence, Nige, but do you know what I really love is the counterbalance crew. So if I was to go blue, I'd actually be really sad not to train with Zave or Leonie or Craig.
So sorry, Nige.
Only because I'm talking about the counterbalance crew and not Nigel. Sorry, Nigel. But
Nigel doesn't mind sharing it with the rest of them.
Yeah.
Leonie and Xavier, quality, aren't they?
I love them. They're the
Good
best.
people.
And
Good,
this, I'll continue training there a lot, They're wicked. Yeah. Great school holiday program, everyone too that's listening.
Well, if you've been on the red team, then you'll have access to all of them.
Yeah. So it's good. And blue's good. I like blue as well.
Blues is wild.
Glenn, emotional abuse, but that's okay. Sometimes it's needed. Just go home and rock in the corner for a while. Oh.
He gets the best out of you.
Funny. So I did a session with him just like on a Monday a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if I told you, but yeah.
Tell me.
I did like a hook, and at this point I was just tired. My arms are hurting. He's like, I'm going to swear again. I'm going to try not to swear, but this is out of his mouth. He's like, that hook's fucking shit. And I was like...
That sounds like Glenn.
Yeah.
That actually sounded like his voice.
Yeah,
then.
and I was like, oh, and he goes, do it again. And I did, and he goes, still fucking shit. And I was like, honestly, I can't,
He's not known as Glenn, old sugar-coated Austin.
He's great. He's actually super funny. I love that sort of stuff, though. I don't find it intimidating, actually. I find it quite entertaining. But he is also a bit scary. He was calling us all pussies the other day, which is fair enough.
He does. He doesn't mix his words.
Yeah. So when Nigel, like, if you have a moment, he gives you a hug. It's when they're so different.
Have you noticed the spring in the notorious Nigel Groves' step lately?
Yeah.
He has left. I hope it's all right to say, Nigel. Jeez. Of course, it's all right to say. He has worked for PCB, I believe, for a number of years. Fantastic employer, fantastic company, PCB. They've been a big sponsor. And I think Nige has gone up to Bullsbrook each day to work. Yep. And every time I speak to Nige, he's on in the car or something. He works a lot. Bullsbrook isn't just around the corner, and he lives in Applecross. That's a fair drive. So he finished up there, I believe it was last Wednesday.
Ah.
Yeah, and Sunday's the first time I've seen him since he's finished. And
He did seem happy.
He's had his hair cut. He looks
I noticed the fresh do.
How fresh is he?
Yeah.
Fresher than wet paint, that man. Honestly, he had a spring in his step. He was strutting. He is going to be one to watch. I think.
Yeah.
Glenn.
You don't have favourites at all, man.
I don't.
You can't tell.
I don't. Glenn and Chris and that blue team are just wild, and I can never you could never pick against anyone in the Blues because of that. But Nige this year, I think Nige has got a lot of weight off the shoulders.
Yeah.
I think Nige is going to be he's going for gold, and those two are relentless against each other.
Yeah. Yeah, they give each other a lot of shit. It's quite funny.
Because Red won the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if whoever, they've got 12 months of giving the other one a hard time.
Well, no matter what team, I'm going to win anyway.
True. Doesn't matter. It gets competitive.
You got to think like that, right?
I'm trying to work out the stats because I've got, it's going to take me a minute to open this thing up.
Right. Should I tell you something funny while you look?
Please tell me. I'm going to get up all the results ever.
Okay.
Tell me something funny.
Did you read my fun fact about me? About my thumbs?
Show us the thumbs.
Look, I even left the nail on. It's very red too. So look at them.
Megan Fox has got those.
I know. Mine's fatter than hers though. But it's actually a legit issue. Like,
show us.
And it looks a bit red right now because this conditioner's red. So it's actually also pink and weird looking at the same time.
I've never actually seen one up close.
I have a fear. Like there's certain things like bowling.
Do I have
For
them?
example.
Do I have them as well?
Let me see. Turn the other.
No, I bite my nails.
You kind of do. They should be. No, they're not clubby enough. They're too long.
Do you know I never.
And you can bend them properly. Like mine is like, look at that. That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
And like, you know when you go bowling, so you know how the thumb hole?
Yeah. You can't stick it in?
This is a literal issue.
Jeez.
So girl weights on the bowling.
Girl weights.
The girl size balls.
Yeah.
Are like really tiny thumb holes. So you get stuck in there. And it's a bit of an issue. So then you have to go heavier.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I do. Come to think of it, I do have a problem getting that thumb in the hole.
I'm shit at typing text too because you press like
4 keys at once.
Yeah, 4 keys at once.
Have you gone down the path of voice to text?
No, I don't get how to do it.
Honestly, there's this button. And
I need to be shown me before I leave so that I can do it.
It's just a button. It's got a little microphone. Press it.
How do you put the full stop in?
I don't know. I just don't.
Because I've tried it before.
Done.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Done. There is a way. I think you say stop.
Okay.
And then I think that's how you do it.
Because I said full stop once and it actually wrote full stop and then I just gave up. I was like, far out. I'll just text it.
Just do it with no grammar like everyone else does it. Just one big long... You can put emojis in there and everything. Okay. I get a taste for it, especially when I'm driving. Yeah. Get some stuff done. PCR results. What we even...
I don't know.
I'm trying to work out a pattern. This is every fight that's been, except PCR 1 and PCR 4, fight 1.
Draw? Did I see draw?
There's been 2 draws.
Oh.
3 draws, sorry. There's a draw.
What happens there?
2 belts.
2 belts?
Yep.
Ooh,
So
I don't know if I'd like that.
if it's a draw, it's funny because it's a 10-9 system. I don't think the scoring system, 10-9 system.
I have no idea.
If you win the round, you get 10 points. If you don't win the round, you get 9. If it's an absolute one-sided round, it'll be 10-8.
Oh,
Okay, 10-9 happens 99% of the time.
okay.
So a draw, a draw would mean someone has won 2 rounds, and then someone won the third round 10-8. So then you're both equal. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Does that make sense? So it's 28 apiece. That's how it works. Anyway, I don't think the 10-8 system came in early. I think it was just judged because you had a draw there back in PCR 2. There was a draw there in PCR 6 between Rory. I think it was the Ocean Pony Cook, I think his name was.
The what?
The Ocean Pony, I'm pretty sure. I know, that's weird. And there's 1, 2 draws. I saw there was a third. No, there's only been 2 draws. 2 draws, you both get a belt,
And
I
you'll
think.
never see one again.
Maybe.
Hopefully not.
I've seen a couple of split decisions. That's
Kinda
where
blows.
one judge gives it to you and the other one gives it to the other person.
Yeah. Ooh, that's...
Oh, there's
Do you
been
have a fight out?
a fight out.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have a kick-off. Like, if, it's like, go
If
another
it's a
round.
draw.
Yeah, just smash it out and see who gets better.
Do you think we've got time for another round? Have you seen the run sheet of the night?
Everyone's sticking in? Are we cutting anyone? Because there's too many, right, at the moment.
I'm not sure.
Sorry, getting too deep.
No.
Can't cut the girls. There's only 8 of us.
From what I know, I don't know. I believe there's going to be 15 fights. Could change. 15 fights. There's 30 of you left. We had someone pull out and then
really?
we had someone get injured. Yeah, there's 30 of you.
Oh, really?
There is 30 of you. Let's have a look here. Let's
who
go
that is.
back. Rob Kelly pulled out and a guy by the name of Nathan. I'm not even sure if he started, to be honest.
Okay.
Not too sure. Let's
Yeah.
have a look here. I'm going to go back and have a look for Anna Varga.
Oh, God.
Come on, I'm going to.
I'll just send you one
Close
later.
on these 300 windows here.
Yeah.
There we go. We've got 23 guys and where's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 girls. So someone is going.
8 ladies.
Who is going?
Oh,
I'm just going through here. I don't know. There's 15. It's going to be 15 fights.
Okay.
The way that looks out. Hang on. 22. Yeah. So 11 guys and 11
And 4 girls.
Yeah. So it's
Wow.
everyone. To everyone there. Jeez, my math.
You
my
need some
math
sleep, mate.
was on.
You're confusing the shit out of me.
Okay. Yeah. So everyone that's there is in.
Yeah, cool. How
Let's just-
exciting.
let's
Let's hope
just-
no one gets injured.
Don't get injured.
Nah.
Anyone. Just
Yeah.
Just take it easy.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
We need to stretch more at training. No one stretches. It's bad.
It's because everyone's late, including Glenn, but everyone's late to
No.
training. Get there a bit early, warm up.
No, stretch after I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. I don't know
It's
about
like
that.
everyone bolts out of there and it's like, oh my God, I need to stretch my hamstrings.
Because you've
But
seen the state of you guys at the end?
yeah,
It's gross.
it's gross.
You
Yeah.
can't smell it, but I can smell it sitting
I
out the
legit,
back.
I get home and my sports bra, it's like I've jumped into a swimming pool. It's disgusting. Yeah, I drink a lot of water.
You stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. On the good stuff. No booze.
Oh, I thought you meant good water. I
No,
just
like-
drink normal.
No, I'm just saying I drink a lot because I lose a lot of water.
Okay.
Yes.
I believe you.
Yes.
Jeez.
Anyway.
Get on my back. No alcohol.
No booze. No.
At all?
No, I haven't.
Not even a sweetener
No, I haven't. And I will.
on the night.
Yeah.
Historically,
Yeah.
that's what I was getting at this.
I actually don't mind, by the way. I originally struggled because I do like a wine. My wine.
My whinge.
Me.
Wine.
Me vino. But I think because the training's so full on, I can't even think about having a wine now.
What day could you handle a hangover? There's no day.
No day.
No day.
No day.
Imagine going out on Saturday and
Fuck
copping that
no
on
thanks.
Sunday.
I'd rather not.
And they'd know. And
I
they would
struggle if I
put
even
you
go to
through.
bed too late. I'm like, I'm tired.
When do we get so... Do you
Oh my
remember-
God, I watched too much of Netflix. It's not about drinking too much.
Do you remember when we used to back it up Fridays, Saturdays?
Oh, yeah. That was next level. I lost you then, did I?
No, I just went too far back. I was stretching.
Oh, I used to work, so that's actually where I met James. And Sheldon. Oh, God, I know Sheldon from way back. Sheldon and James, my husband, worked at Pure Bar together. Do you remember Pure Bar?
Where was that?
So that was like across the road from where Sapphire was. And it used to be
Where's Sapphire?
Sapphire Bar in Subi. Oh, my God. Did you ever go there?
No, I grew up Freo way.
Oh, okay.
So, and I wasn't cool enough to go to those kind of places.
Well, it's in Subi.
Me and my mates.
But they,
Jesus.
Pure Bar was like the pre-footy drinks and the post-footy.
Okay.
And then they'd shut at midnight. And then I worked at Red Sea. Yeah.
Another Red Sea.
Yeah. So then I would go have pre-drinks at Pure Bar when James was on the door. Sheldon was the bar manager.
Mm.
And then I would go to work. And, yeah. I don't even know how I got into this, but anyway.
Does that place still go? Is it still there?
Which one? Pure Bar?
Or no, Red Sea?
Yeah. I don't know. Shouldn't be.
It should have been closed years ago.
But that's what I was saying, backing it up. I was working at the Red Sea. I literally was just drinking for free and completely not working. Soz, guys. And then you just back it up. You do like Friday night, Saturday, and then a Sunday session. And you'd be fine for work the next day.
Fine. That's questionable. You'd be present.
Yeah. And that's funny. I used to work
physically.
I used to work in retail. People do it to me now where I go into a shop. You know when they refuse to make eye contact and they like run away from you? Yeah. And I'm like, serve me, bitch. But then I'll say, that was me on like a Saturday when I was hungover as hell. And I'd be like, don't look at anyone. Do not make eye contact. Like it's like, God. I went to Gym Kid Sports in Harbour Town.
Oh my God, Jim Kidd, that was sad.
Yeah.
Last year,
I was his PA. I was at his funeral.
I didn't go to his funeral, but what a quality man. I met Jim.
Yeah.
I met Jim when he first opened the Fremantle store when it first started.
Yeah, back on High Street.
It's sort of around the corner from High Street. Yeah, it used to be there. I remember only place you get NBA stuff.
Yeah. I learnt so much from Jim. He was a legend. He was a pisshead, but an absolute legend.
It's quality. He deserved it.
Yeah.
He was a good
wicked.
man.
He was really, really good. So I worked one-on-one with Jim for ages. I was his voicemail for a very long time. Hey, you've reached Jim's phone. That was me. Yeah, so it's very sad that he's gone. The guy that's running it for him now is Joe, and he's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's keeping the cogs turning. But he was with Jim for I think it was like 15 years. So, yeah, but it was very sad.
That was a sad day when that happened.
Very sad. And the eulogy at his funeral was incredible. It just explained him so well. And it was all the reps. Everyone was there, all the old school agents and stuff from back in the day. So I used to sell Speedo. I was a Speedo rep. Yeah. So I used to sell a lot of Speedo to Jim. Back.
All the old guys, they used to do things a bit different, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It could be just a handshake agreement. That's all you needed.
Yeah. I still remember one of the days when I was working with Speedo, Jim sent out an email to every rep in WA and said, I want to spend $1 million today. Come at me with deals. Like, who does that? Jeez. And you should have seen the hustle people would do to go and clear. Like, we used to sell boxes and boxes to him, and it was like he would take the entire warehouse of boxes. He'll go, I'll take all of that for this price. And some of those boxes might be full of like hangers. There might be some really good shit in there. And that's just what he'd do, you know.
Risk it.
Yeah. It's crazy. And
Roll
doing
the
the
dice,
ads
that man,
was
didn't
like,
he?
yeah, back in the day doing the ads was so funny. He used to like cut things out and like stick them and then give them to the West. Oh, it was great. Yeah, it was actually such a good experience. Yeah, glad I knew him. So yeah,
he was a good man. I deal with Alistair from Jim Kidd now. He does like a fair bit of stuff from us, and he's good. He's still back where it's a verbal agreement.
Yeah,
that's it. I mean, we eventually do go through all the paperwork.
Yeah,
but that's all you need.
Yeah,
and it's like, here's all the stuff. You know, I'll send you the invoice tomorrow.
Yeah,
not sure he's allowed to do that anyway. But it gets paid. it gets paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, well, how are we getting on to that? What were we talking about here?
Lots of weird stuff.
What I was trying to get at here is I was trying to work out a pattern. I was getting back to where you're fighting, because obviously historically, a lot of the female fights have been early, maybe in the first 5 or 6 fights.
Yep.
We did have a main event, which was at PCR 4, I believe. Was that the one? No, PCR 5. We got Cara Antonia against Courtney Gard. That was the main event back PCR. Every time since then, normally the females will kick it off, only because female fights are some of the most exciting fights I've seen.
Yeah.
Some of these girls produce something like they'll really rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
And they've got the most daunting job, because I think the hardest thing for anyone would be if you're red team and you fight one, because you are the first in the ring. The first.
Cool.
The walkouts this year are going to be something else. We got a surprise. We're not going to say it, but we've got a surprise coming for the walkouts. Are you
like shooting confetti or something?
No, we're not doing that. Brightside are part of I do the production, and they are just world class.
Wicked.
But we're doing something else. We're not doing those sparklers again. There used to be sparklers on the corner of the ring.
Seems like a fire hazard.
I got showered in this black shit every time they went off. Yeah, it wasn't good. No.
Yeah.
But anyway, your walkouts are going to they are stepping up. I've been watching a lot of old school, like Klitschko, Tyson walkouts. We're going to do something, and it is going to bring the house down.
That's going to be good.
Historically, I was trying to work out, I think it's there's something like if whoever's leading, what team's leading at fight 7, don't lose. That's my cat, by the way, just making a god-awful noise. Not trapped. Then they end up going on to win. Like, no team has come back from a deficit.
Okay.
So it becomes very team-orientated towards the end.
Yeah.
Because you want that win. So whichever team you're on. You are invested in every single fight. You want your team to win.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have a preference, fighting early or late?
Early.
Early?
Yeah.
Would you come out first?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
That's what the crowd want.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Number 1.
Oh, totally. Why
not? Fight 1. Who would you fight?
What a vibe.
Who would you fight? Let's have a look. Who do you reckon? If you had
told you. Dude, you've had too many of these. I said I reckon Georgia or Abby.
Oh.
I reckon.
Who would you not want to fight?
Neve.
Neither would I.
And Meg, I don't want to have that come across that to my head. That was fucking scary yesterday. But Neves, do you know what it is with Neves? Is
she wouldn't knock you out. She would just punch you in the same spot 400 times, and it just hurt.
Neves' movements are so slick. Like, she is a bouncing beauty. Like, she is just everywhere. It's amazing. Like, and it totally throws me. Very natural fighter, I would say, where I'm more of a clunky, trying to act like I know what I do fighter.
Get done. Very different when someone hitting the back, though.
And also, I don't know, I just really like her. I don't want to punch her. I like everyone, but I really don't want to hit Neves.
Everyone?
I do, actually. Oh, well, all
it's
the
not
girls.
What you're saying.
All the girls.
It's not what you were saying before. You're saying, I hope I get matched up with Abby so I can smack that smile off her face.
Oh,
it's
Abby.
Exactly what she said, Abby.
Yeah, right. I love Abby. She's great fun. She is like entertaining as hell.
How good is the crew?
It's so good. I mean, I'm sure every crew every year is great.
Somehow it happens.
Yeah, but I'm loving it. I actually really enjoy spending time with this. And it's nice. As soon as you walk in, it's like a real family vibe, and it's so early on. It's actually wicked. So,
is there a hype man?
Oh, for sure, Michael. Oh, he is hype man for sure.
No question.
Oh, and he's great. You need someone like that. He's wicked. I like seeing his face. He just brightens up the room. Yeah.
Something that is needed, and I think it's. I don't think people realise how good a hype man or woman is in a team. Once you split into the teams, that's when the hype will come up. Yeah. But just that one person, and Trent Peterson used to do it as well, who fought a couple of years ago. And his presence in the room lifted everyone. Yeah. You don't want to...
I think I bring a little bit of hype for the girls, maybe.
It's funny. Maybe not. You do. You're pretty chatty.
I'm pretty chatty.
It's amazing. Like the other day.
I got told off for chatting too much the other day by Glenn. You talk too much.
Yeah, don't talk over him.
Yeah.
But just when he changed up that music and everyone started dancing.
I know.
And I was like, oh, yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
everyone's getting into it now.
Yeah. It was actually great. And you can't choreograph that stuff. It just happens naturally.
No.
Yeah. And there's nothing better if you just had a massive session and, you know, something like that happens, everyone starts having a groove. It's good fun. It's actually really nice.
It is. I enjoyed it. I stayed out of it. But
Yeah. You don't look like you've got the liquid hips, but...
mate, no, very stiff. Very stiff. I had one job to turn the volume up and down, and I wasn't even doing that. Every time he started talking, I'm like, I am 10 seconds away from that. But from that volume, I'm not going to get there in time.
Yeah.
Should we get back onto you?
Yeah, let's do it.
Considering we'll be going for
Fuck.
hour and a half.
Time
Nice see
flies.
today was quick.
Time flies when you're having so much.
So much fun. I don't think I got anyone else in today. We got plenty of time. Let's get back on here. We'll probably go a bit more serious now.
Yes.
You talked about your little tacker, your premature
My preemie baby.
preemie.
Mm-hmm.
Let's skip forward a couple of years here. We've got Dom. We got the big Dom. He's your second baby.
Kingdom. Yeah.
Tell me about what happened.
Mm-hmm. Post baby.
Tell me when just...
all the shit went down.
Tell me when life changed.
Yeah, life changed dramatically.
I do like the fact that you referred to yourself as like a crackhead as well.
I did look like a crackhead, and there is no offence to crackheads, but it's just not a good look, really.
Okay.
No, it's not great. And have you seen that picture? I look like a crackhead.
I
legit look like someone that's on the street with a needle hanging out of her arm. It's not
was
good.
looking at this on my phone at work.
There's so much more, but it gets a bit gruesome. Ugh. But anyway.
And why is this taking so long to load? I don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll get there.
But yes.
The reason, I think it's that one. The reason, there it is.
Yeah,
one
sad.
from one.
Look at my face.
I was trying to work out what you were wearing, but you've obviously just...
I scribbled it out.
Yeah,
my bibbies.
okay. That's all.
And they're boxer shorts.
Is that a vacuum?
So they're drains. Oh, my God. I had
tell me
so
what happened.
many drains in my tummy. Ugh.
Let's go back. Tell me
Okay,
how all this
so
started.
It all
what happened?
started. So, because I'm an idiot, I had 2 cesareans with the boys because I had high-risk pregnancies. Not that that's a reason to have cesarean, and cesareans are fine. But, but then they're like, don't do anything for a period of time and let your stomach recover. Me being me, just 100 miles an hour, and I just got straight back into the gym, blah, blah, blah. I had a really bad hernia. So...
During the pregnancy?
It was post-pregnancy. So I'd obviously, like, from having the cesarean, then I got a hernia. And so then Dom was, like, 10 months old, and Jackie was in pre-primary, so 5. He was 5. Yeah, 5 years old, turning 5. And I went for an overnight operation. It's just like a keyhole, quick fix, mesh, stitch up, you go home. But then the next day I work, so that night after I got out of surgery, I was in like horrific pain. And I have really high pain threshold. So I knew something wasn't right. To the point where I was like, I was crying, but not crying, like sobbing, crying, you know, like I was wincing and like tears streaming down my face crying. And then they tried to send me home the next day, and I was like, nope, I don't feel good. Like, this isn't great. And then I had like nausea and all that sort of stuff that came with it. But that went for like 4 days. Bad.
Were you in the hospital at the time?
I was in the hospital, but I just kept getting told that it was just gas from pumping my tummy for the keyhole, and to walk it off is what I was getting told by my surgeon. And yeah, my husband was freaking out a little bit. He's like, she's usually not like this. Like, I was like 10 out of 10 pain. And then anyway, I got worse. And then the ward doctor came around on the 4th night and was like, she is not good. So, and it was about midnight. And all I'd been sent for at this point was an X-ray, which is stupid when you've had stomach surgery and you're not well. It was an X-ray going to show. But so...
What did they think it was at the start?
Well,
just gas.
He just thought it was gas. But to be honest, I don't feel that I really think he was too invested in caring much about it. But anyway...
Let's not use names, for the love of God.
Yeah, I won't.
So I don't get in trouble.
But, yeah, so... then I went for a emergency CT, and I had so they had found out that I'd perfed my bowel in the surgery, and obviously then leaked into my tummy, and then I was riddled with a infection called peritonitis, which is like sepsis of the stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, which is deadly.
That is
deadly. Yeah.
Do you know that was caused?
Yeah.
I've only because I've read about this before.
Yeah.
That was often what killed people after being hit with an arrow.
Oh shit!
Back in the day, back in ye old time. Back in
it
ye
also
old
is
time.
what you get if you have a burst appendix that's not taken out quickly.
I thought my arrow story was more impressive, but go ahead.
Well, yeah, because obviously if you'd rupture an organ and then things happen and then you get peritonitis, it's actually it's not even just the infection, it's the scar tissue the infection leaves post washout that is also like an ongoing issue.
Jeez.
Yeah. So anyway, so that was midnight, and then I immediately had nurses put nasal gastric tube in and told me I'm getting rushed to surgery and I'd wake up in ICU. And then obviously it's an awful time of night. I was trying to call my husband. Bless him, poor James. He had his phone on silent. Imagine his wake up the next morning. Not great. So I just sent out like a group message to my family and said, guys, I'm not well. Something's going on. I'm going in for surgery. Someone tell James. And then I went in to before theatre, and they told me I might wake up with a stoma, which is when they take the bowel out of your tummy. And yeah. So this all happened really quickly. It was very weird. And then
which hospital?
St John of God's in Murdoch. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't in Gozzy or anything. No offence to anyone in Gosnells, but
no, I'd be offensive to them. I am.
Are you? Oh, it's a great place.
Just drive me north and dump me on the road. If I ever get hurt out that way, don't let me in there.
Yeah, so anyway, then I woke up in ICU and I was not good. So, wasn't a great situation. And, yeah, a bit of a blur, I have to admit. I was so drugged up.
Did they say that this could be fatal? Because I suppose
it was absolutely I've shown. So when I sought help from another surgeon and I had to send them all my bloods, they were horrified by how sick I was and close to death I was. So, but the worst thing is then it just, because the infection was left for so long, it just kept coming back. So I had to keep getting cut open and scrubbed out.
Oh, so it's multiple
surgeries. Yeah, and then that stuffed up my my tummy. I couldn't function food or liquid, so then I had to get a PICC line. Do you know what a PICC line is? Yeah, so I got a PICC line in, and then all my intravenous stuff was put through the PICC line, and I was fed through that. So TPN, which is your liquid food, which goes straight into your bloodstream.
Is that the one that goes into your nose? Because there is a photo.
No, so the nose is my nasal gastric, which is they were just drawing out bile from.
Oh, so that's coming out.
So that's going into my stomach because my stomach wasn't functioning. They had to siphon bile out of that. It's gross.
I probably won't put these photos up in the video, just in case.
Yeah, but the one that was in my arm, which is where I got that little heart tattoo, is I had one in my arm, which was the PICC line that was feeding me, and that stopped all those. Yeah.
Jesus, that is a fair few cords.
Yeah, I was crook as. I had one of those mattresses so it was an inflated mattress and it was moving for me because I couldn't move. So it was making sure that I didn't get
bed sores
and stuff. And then
to put the 20 cents in and it vibrates.
I remember it going flat and I was really drugged out, and I said to the lady, I was like, I think my bed's deflated. I was just laying on hard service. But it was I remember one of the nurses in ICU had to wash my hair for me, and it's a dry wash. So they put this shower cap on you and just scrub this weird.
What the hell is dry shampoo? I hear about that. What is
I
that?
don't know. It was actually horrendous. But yeah, terrible experience. And then, so in that situation, I was tube fed for weeks, which then completely destroys your liver and your gallbladder, because you're processing stuff straight through your bloodstream, right? You're not going through.
So everything else isn't working.
Because everything else was just not working. So, and I lost a ton of weight very quickly.
How much did you weigh in that other photo, you reckon?
Oh, I got under 55. Yeah, which is really really low. but like a terrible under 55. It wasn't like a fit under 55. It was like malnourished.
You didn't look good. You don't look good in that photo. I must admit.
Yeah, it was bad. It was actually really bad, and it was really traumatic for the family, like as well.
Your eyes look very big in that photo.
Yeah. So, and also, I've had so much anaesthetic over a period of time. That's not good for you. Like being put under consistently, it's not good. It's like really not good for you. Like
that's what killed Michael Jackson, didn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. The brain fog, the impact on your like the fatigue, and like you just anyway. So that was a massive issue.
How long did this go on for?
So I was in hospital that time for like 5 weeks, I think.
How? Oh, what is it? Is like cabin fever? How'd you get that? Like being in there for that long.
Do you know what's so weird?
Tell me what's weird. Tell me what's weird, Kirri Varga.
I got home and I almost wanted to go back. Does that make sense? Like I felt so crook when I was at home. I felt unsafe. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I almost got like used to being cared for by people. And I did not feel great when I went home, and that went on for years. And then I ended up having to go and have reconstructive surgery in 2021. And then the process all started all over again. So
you went home and thought something major might happen and there's no one here.
Well, I was just constantly in pain. Like I was wearing pain patches. I went back to the hospital and was like put into rooms like 3 times after that, just for like once I had a bowel obstruction, and then another time I had appendicitis. Then I thought like there was issues in my gallbladder, like, and it was all just a flow-on effect from everything that went pumped through my body. Yeah. And then, you know, the person that was taking care of me at the time was telling me that all this pain was like in my head, which it wasn't, by the way. Just want to make that clear. So then I started to think I was going fucking crazy, and I couldn't eat anything. Like I couldn't eat anything with fat. I couldn't eat anything. Like it just kept getting stuck and hurting me.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So in the end, I found out that where my bowel was joined, when it was redone, it created like a second stomach, and like food was like catching in there when I was eating. And so I had to go back to a new surgeon, and then they had to open me up again and resect my bowel again in 2021.
So not only did they nick the bowel on the way in, when they fixed it, they didn't fix it properly.
No. Yeah. So it was fixed like this. No one can see me, but so it created
the camera's there.
Yeah, no, but I mean when the ones that are listening. So anyway, it was fixed like this, and it created like a bubble. But then the new guy fixed it like this, and then like cut out a hole there, so it just seemingly like the food could flow better. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, but then on the second surgery, so I woke up in ICU again, and then again I didn't do so well, and then I had a hematoma. So then I had a drain. And then I got an infection from the drain. So then I went
staph or something.
Then I went back, and then I had that's where the one. It looks like my stomach's super swollen, and you can see the scar. Yeah. So that's the second time around, and they were just trying to wait to see if they can avoid. I was actually, this is gross, but I was actually seeping, like infection was like coming out of old suture marks. That's why I've got like weird Band-Aids on it. It was so bad anyway.
That's how big the cut is that they had to make.
Yeah.
That is opening you up.
So that's happened. So that cut there, I had that 6 times in total.
Cut in the same
spot.
Yeah. Just the thought.
So I was explaining to Nige yesterday, we had to do the sit-ups, push-ups, and I said to Nige, I can't do full sit-ups. And that's purely because I've just had so much trauma to my stomach. Like, no matter how fit I get, down here is like, and I had 2 cesareans, so you got to add that in there as well. So it's been a lot, but so it was pretty traumatic, not great, and it was very hard. My poor husband, I feel, you know, obviously I was going through that, which is awful, but you know, he had 2 kids. I lost my income because I was sick, and he's trying to like keep going and like manage children and deal with the emotion of the kids. Like obviously Dominic was very little. He found Jack like in his room crying, looking at a photo of me. Like that's pretty hard. Like when your mum's in hospital, and like I remember, and it was like, it was really awful actually. It was a really terrible experience. And then once I even got better, it was physically I felt better after the second op, but the second stint, mentally I was like completely cooked.
So this, I was going to think of not just the physical, what mental effect did all this have on you?
I had major like post-traumatic stress, like diagnosed post-traumatic stress from it all, because I legitimately like, and also like health anxiety became a big thing. I'd feel something and I'd think, before you'd get a pain and I'd be like, you wouldn't even think anything of it. I'd get a pain, I'd be like, oh my God, like something's wrong. Like I'm going to go back to hospital. Oh my God, and I'd start to get really anxious and then I'd start freaking out and then anxiety attacks would come in. Yeah. And socially I became really anxious. It was really weird. I've never had anxiety like this before, and it was like I have a bit of sympathy for people now that go through it, because it can come at random times and you can't explain it. Like I'd be at dinner with friends and I'd start to feel it and I'd have to leave and I'd be like panicking. And I remember my sister would be like, what's going on? And I couldn't explain it, but I was just like, oh my God, I need to leave. Like I need to get the fuck out of here. Like this is like, I'm stressing out. So,
everyone's pretty good with it though?
Everyone's amazing. It was actually really, really good. The family really came together. Obviously we needed a lot of help with the kids. Very supportive, like super, super supportive.
People show the true colours when shit goes bad, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And, like my best mate, she was a dream. She'd bring me iPads and all that sort of stuff and always come in and see me. She'd help with the kids. My mum, bless her, she'd work full day and she'd come and massage my legs at night at the hospital because I'd get like water retention, and she's just like, she's an older woman. She'd be working all day, and then Anna would come and
keep Anna.
And Banana, she'd come and massage my legs for me. I was like, oh yeah, everyone was amazing. I have to admit, it was amazing. Yeah, and I feel like everyone kind of went on the journey with me because I'm very close to my family. We're European. We're like,
oh yeah,
we're in each other's shit all the time.
That's the beauty about those European families.
Yeah.
Is you marry one, you marry the whole family.
Oh, you do. Oh, I asked my husband. Fuck, he's just like, my mum will go around there. I went to training the other day and she stayed for hours talking to him. He's like, she didn't leave. He doesn't mind. He loves my mum. But like, it's actually quite funny. I couldn't imagine being like that with like his dad or something, But
dads are different.
Yeah.
Just get it done. Get out.
So that was my story. But I even had I had to hit this growth cut off my throat from being intubated so much. Like, it was awful. Yeah. So totally fucked. But then I was saying to you in my thing, I did a lot of talk therapy. I had a lot of medication, a lot of depression and anxiety medication.
Talk therapy. So just to stop it there for a sec.
Yeah.
What is talk therapy? Is that literally where is that the old traditional in a room and talk?
Yeah, in a room talking about how I feel.
How'd that go?
No, I didn't really find that very helpful, to be honest with you. I actually, it was bad. I'd cancel appointments and it's like, because I also hated talking about it, to be honest with you. I just really hated talking about it. It just bring up feelings. Like even when we won't go into it, I'm allowed to talk about it. I'm not allowed to talk about all of it. But so we obviously had a claim for medical negligence going. But even when it came to dealing with our lawyers, James would have to talk to them for me for the first couple of years because I was just so messed up by the whole process. I hated even speaking about it. So I hated talk therapy. I found that I just felt like I was just digging up old wounds, and reopening them.
Not everyone benefits from talking about it, but it seems like people go, talk about it, get off your chest. No.
I didn't know. I like bottling things up.
Oh.
I love bottling things up.
My body is, like those old can crushers?
Yeah.
That's how I feel like my body is.
Yeah.
When things happen, I just push that shit down and down.
Do you eventually just explode though? I do.
Yeah. Usually it's someone that doesn't deserve it. But, that's my entire life. Yeah. Just pushing that shit down.
Yeah. I'm very similar.
So much room down there.
Yeah.
Just get more in there.
Yeah.
Have some friends.
Are you super, I'm obvious when I'm doing it though. Like I go really quiet.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
It's, someone actually said this to me the other day and they're right. And I hate to admit it, they are right. They said, it's so strange that you do these interviews with people. Because you sit there and you talk to people for hours, like people you don't know. And they say, in real life, you are one of the most antisocial people that I know. You don't talk to anyone. You just want to be left alone the whole time. And it's true. And I don't understand. But if something's wrong, I shut off.
Yeah.
Just shut. And it's good because my wife, I'm lucky I got a very good wife. Somehow she puts up with my bullshit. But she knows.
Yeah.
She just lets me. She's good. Yeah. No, Dad needs a bit of time, boys.
Yeah.
He's close that door. Let him have his moment. Yeah. And they last about 2 minutes in. Dad, where's this? Yeah.
Yes, I'm very similar to that.
But you did do only because I've done this too. Yeah, I've got a lot of trauma and issues and problems that I'm not at the point of dealing with them yet. I just push that shit down.
Yeah.
Something I did do, EMDR.
Yeah.
Which is, what's that stand for?
Eye movement something. I just made that up.
Isn't it? No. Isn't it? I don't know what it stands for. I should just Google it.
Just Google it.
Just Google
It's eye movement therapy, but I don't know what EMDR stands for.
Let's have a look. Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. Okay, so I did it for flying. I don't like flying. I used to fly all the time. Not actually fly, but I used to sit on a plane.
Yeah.
Because I lived overseas for a number of years and I flew all the time and I loved it. And then one day I didn't and I didn't know what happened. And within a 12-month period, I could not physically get on a plane.
Shit.
Yeah, to the point where I went 15 years without getting on a plane.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, first flight I have had since my honeymoon was about 12 months ago.
How'd you go?
I thought I'd start light, so I did the 17-hour Perth to London.
What the fuck?
I didn't care. I was so desperate to get back.
Oh, no.
And I didn't even know it was a thing. It's called raw dogging. Now, raw dogging was something different when we were young, but raw dogging is apparently where you sit on a plane without, what, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I know what I mean. Pregnancies in there. But raw dogging is apparently where you sit on a plane and you don't use any technology. So, anyway, I knew I was in trouble when I was getting on there, but I was going back to London, so I didn't care. I thought, I'm going to suck this up. Wife and 2 kids.
Are you going there to live?
I was hoping.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's another story.
Okay.
Something else I just pushed down. Just push it down. No, wife and kids.
Yeah.
And anyhow, they don't sit with me. So they sat behind me. And I just said to the boys, I'm just I get airsick, that's why. And then everyone just said, don't talk to him, don't touch him, because I'll grab something and I physically can't let it go. Like when I get scared, I get rough. My wife worded up the airline. She just said to the air hostess, listen, he doesn't want food or water. Just
leave him alone.
Do not touch him. Just don't do it. And they were great. They were excellent Qantas, and told the old duck that was sitting next to me. Yeah. Because I don't want someone rubbing my arm saying, "Oh, just don't worry about it." That's not what I need. Yeah. And the old duck next to me, she was spot on. She just left me. And all I could do for 17 hours, 41 minutes, is I put the screen on the world map and the plane. You know the plane?
Showing where the plane's going.
And I watched the plane.
For 17 hours?
17 hours, 41 minutes.
Did you sleep at all?
No.
Oh, God.
No food, no drink.
Ugh.
I stopped drinking prior, so I didn't have to go to the toilet. And I just sat there, and all I could do, I had headphones on but no music. It wasn't plugged in. And I just sat there for 17.5 hours.
Deep thoughts.
And just watched. And I just watched. And the more I could concentrate on it, I was okay. But every time we hit turbulence.
So is your fear of crashing? Is that the thing? Or just in general you don't like the environment?
No, I think it's crashing.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
Yeah, I think it was what brought it on was I suddenly had responsibility because I stopped all my shit and then I settled down and then we had kids. I think it was just responsibility. Yeah. Anyway, I did EMDR therapy.
After that or before that?
Before that. But it worked enough to get me to that point.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was rough. And I was highly medicated on the plane as well. I forgot to put that in there.
Yeah,
to the point where I went
20 Valiums.
I don't know what I took. The guy said take one of these tablets and it'll last you 6 hours. And so he said take it a couple of weeks, like a week before, and then time how long it takes to kick in.
Yeah.
So I, of course, went way too hard in the paint before I got on the plane, and then I went okay. I was conscious there, but my body didn't want to react. And they said, all right, we're boarding soon. So I quickly had them. I had 2. I went, I'm going to get off to a flyer here. My question to the doctor was, what is the maximum someone can take without dying? That was and I had 2, and I went, all right, here we go.
Did you notice it, or were you that highly strung you were just like, fuck, anyway?
No. Oh,
you
noticed? This shit. Oh, yeah.
That sounds like Valley Girl.
I don't know what it was, and I said, I took 2, and I went, okay, this is when this kicks in, this is going to hit me hard.
Yeah.
And then as we were getting ready, they said, apologies, there's a delay.
Oh, God.
So my wife, I swear, I thought I was going to need a wheelchair to go on that plane. My body just wasn't reacting. So she's going like, act normal. I was like, okay, here we go. Anyway, it got me into the seat. Used EMDR. Get back. Tell me, you explain what it is. I won't.
Okay.
Hasn't been around that long, has it?
No, I don't think so. But I saw a counsellor that then, like a psychiatrist. I don't know which the difference
Psychologist?
Psychologist,
a
psychiatrist.
Psych. If we call it a psych.
Psych. I saw a psych.
Yeah.
And so she forced me to talk about all the awful things that happened to me and how I felt in those moments and get really deep and dark into the exact feelings.
Has she done a 2-week course online like my one apparently did? And I left feeling worse than when I went in.
Oh, really? No, to be honest, it was actually, and she said to me, you're going to probably get really upset. And I was like, I did. I was like a sobbing mess the whole time. But so we just talked about everything and how did you feel in that moment and can you remember this and blah, blah, blah. And the whole time she was doing it, she was moving an object in front of my eyes.
Sorry, this was different. This is when I was doing the talk therapy. That didn't work, but the EMDR, he was great.
Yeah, sorry, EMDR. Okay. So this is
what were they using? A light?
No, so she actually this sounds crazy, but she just used it looked like it wasn't a pen, but it was like a metal...
A glow stick?
Yeah.
Did you hear?
And so the whole time she's talking to me, I had to continuously move and watch this thing slowly going left and right whilst I was answering questions and how I felt. And that went on. We did it for ages. And I just freaking was a horrendous emotional mess. And I honestly don't believe in any of this stuff. I feel like everything's just for the money. I'm like, you're lying. You're just trying to take my money.
It's all about money.
Yeah, but I genuinely started to feel better afterwards.
How many sessions did you have?
I did 2 sessions only. And then, it was actually really great. I felt a shitload better after that. And then I had a big follow-up not long ago, last year, in terms of with a proper, which one's the one that gives you the drugs? Is that the psychiatrist?
Not sure.
A psychologist. The drug one. Anyway.
Psychiatrist?
She did a deep dive into me. She had to.
Whichever one it was.
Yeah. So the first time she did a deep dive into me, I was like...
How deep did she go in you?
Oh, God.
Did she go into
Knuckles,
you?
Nah.
Jesus. When I say how deep, I didn't want to take it there today. How deep did she go into you in the sense of,
well, this was a different person.
Did she go back to there, or did she go back to almost childhood deep?
So the one, this isn't the EMDR lady. This is the other. This is someone that's done a psychiatric report on me. She went deep. So she went back to childhood, but she had to because it was for the courts. So we had to show that what I was feeling wasn't just something I already had. It was something that was caused by something that went on, you know? So, and at that point I was that report was actually quite confronting. I was not in a good place. And then I went back and had another one and I was a different person. So, which has it actually kind of sucks, because sometimes you do better and you do work on yourself and it actually negatively impacts your claim when you're trying to go for something that comes to negligence. And it sucks because you're just you don't want to, you're almost you don't want to seem like you're too good, but I was doing a lot better. So, and I do feel that all started after the EMDR. So, and that I was depressive and anxious previously, and I was medicated for both. Last time I saw, I just had anxiety, like, my mild anxiety, which I still get occasionally. But I mean,
everyone does.
Whatever. Yeah. It's like drinking coffee. So I'm doing so much better. And I really would recommend it.
Look at us.
We're great. Living the dream.
Look at the state of us.
This is just a person of perfection. Yeah. But it's, so that it was really good. I actually totally recommend it. Hated talk therapy. Hated it. I don't want to talk to people about my feelings.
I rate that EMDR. I'm very skeptical of alternative medicine.
Yeah.
I admit, someone's trying to sell me some herbs and juice and saying this will calm everything. Get out of my face.
Yeah, totally.
But that EMDR, how powerful is the mind?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the mind is a really big thing. I learned that a lot. Like, mind-gut connection is massive.
Yeah.
Massive thing. And I was getting told that the whole time I was in hospital and when I was trying to recover is the more you stress about something, like, you actually have your physical implications happen in your stomach. Your mind and your stomach are so connected anyway. Like, read about it.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, it's like if you're really stressed about being on a flight, you probably start feeling like sick and maybe have some digestive issues. Like, and that's purely because your mind and gut is so connected.
I did not feel well, although when I landed, I had an outpouring of emotion that was very unexpected. Still get emotional now.
Yeah.
But also, when I rocked up, it was 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And I was pumped. I was ready to party hard.
Yeah.
And it was 5 a.m. and no one else on that plane was ready to party. I was ready to go. I was like, fuck it, let's go. And everyone's going, shut up. We're jet lagged. We're tired.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll take on everyone here. Not fighting. No. So.
Were your kids with you?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I was like, what the hell's wrong with Dad? She goes, he's just excited, boys.
Dad's high.
Dad is in a bad way. But that, I do understand. I think that I didn't think about that with the mind and the gut, but it makes sense.
Oh, yeah, it's a big thing. And that's not just for someone in my situation. It's like a genuinely connected thing, the mind. That's why I think the EMDR is, because it is right, like, you're focusing. You're obviously using a part of your brain to focus on the eye movement, which obviously would trigger something when you're going through thoughts and feelings. Yeah.
What would you to say to someone that is a bit skeptical but has got a number of problems, highly stressed, and probably needs some help? Asking for a friend. No, I'm just thinking, how could
Does his name start with B?
His name's Chad. Chad O'Shea. Totally unrelated. How? Because there's got to be things out there that work.
Oh,
so
totally.
many things. How would you convince someone to try it?
Oh.
Because who wants to go to the doctor, get a referral, go a waiting list? You go, oh my God.
I mean, the waiting list situation is a bit shit, so it's a bit hard. When I went, there was no waiting list. But I don't know. I'd just say give it a go. Like, I would personally say I don't like talk therapy. I don't like alternate medicine. I don't like anything. But just for an hour or 2 hours where it's taking, like, do it. Like, if it doesn't work, if you don't feel better the first time, then don't go back. But
you can always
I had
try
another mate
things.
do it this year. She had a really bad car accident last year, and I told her about it.
Oh, geez.
It busted her back, and she's been having some issues, and she had a lot of road fear. So she's come from Canada too, and she's learnt to drive on the other, like, driving here and everything. And then that accident happened. They were driving down south, and it was on Bustle Highway. Completely insane. And this woman just T-boned them massively. So she just had it done, and she believes it's worked wonders on her. So there you go. Strike 3.
It's a pattern.
Yeah.
This could be the way to...
Don't do the weird shit. I was doing some crazy shit. I was, like, sleeping with crystals under my pillow and stuff, being like, take my energy. I got weird. I was not feeling good.
You got weird.
I got so weird. I was
You're
like,
coming out of it.
oh, so weird.
Yeah.
But I wasn't feeling great. So
You're willing to try anything at that point, aren't
at that
you?
point, I was willing to do anything to make me feel better. I was
Anything?
not Oh, okay, well, maybe not anything.
Not anything. I'm not turning it
Yeah.
down, but is there anything you wouldn't try?
Anything else?
Oh, Jesus, I'm not been like...
I wouldn't be hypnotised. I find that to be an absolute load of shit.
Really?
Yeah, totally. I watched some weird thing on the TV last night about some guy like, I go to sleep. And this woman's like... I actually found it really comical. I was like, fuck off. This bitch is getting paid. Like, she's not asleep. Like,
Yeah.
I don't believe in hypnosis at all. And I wouldn't try that. Nah.
Well,
Nah.
shout out to WA Hypnosis Therapy, major sponsor.
Oh,
of the
no,
PCR.
are they? Are they actually?
I don't know. I'm sure there's not a WA Hypnosis Association. Jeez.
I believe everything. I'm gullible. God, shit. I was gonna say,
Imagine.
I gotta do my research.
Imagine KFC will never sponsor us with how much I bag that place.
You're like, cut that bit out, Kirri.
Nah, put it in.
Thank you.
Put it in.
But yes, that's what I would say.
Hypnosis not for
Yeah.
you?
Nah, no hypnosis for me.
Yeah.
I actually only just started getting massages too not too long ago. I used to hate people touching me. So even like back then, I wouldn't probably even get like any sort of Reiki or anything done. Not that they touch you, do they? They just... No, kinesiology?
No, Reiki I think is where they go close to you.
Yeah, they just do this stuff.
I can do that.
I don't want your energy.
No, I'm saying I do that to you. I'm saying that I can wave my hands.
Yeah.
Maybe it works. I think everyone's different.
Yeah.
Some people, I reckon hypnosis would work brilliantly.
It's funny because EMDR is probably a little bit of that.
You have to be, I think it's whatever you're open to.
Yeah.
Like I think if you had a Reiki clinic, maybe you'd do better in the Fremantle area as opposed to the rest of the world. No,
Yeah.
as opposed to, I don't know.
Yeah.
I did meet a woman who lived in Stoneville who practiced. I know, it's up in the hills. It's quality.
Sydney Rollystone?
Yeah, up that way, I
Okay.
think. She studied witchcraft and
Oh.
Wicca. That was a strange place.
See, that shit's okay. I don't mind that.
Don't mess with that.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like Ouija
I'd love to
boards
get
and
like a
stuff?
voodoo doll. There's a few people I can
Glenn
stab.
Austin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what about Ouija boards and stuff like that? I'm too superstitious. I wouldn't touch that shit. I don't mess with that
Really?
stuff. Yeah, don't mess with it. Do you believe, how are we off topic? Didn't take as much. Do you believe in ghosts?
No. I...
Let me tell you.
That was the weirdest sounds coming out of my mouth. No, but yes, in like afterlife. Is maybe not ghosts,
That
but
makes no sense.
yeah, fuck, I don't know. But I don't know. Yeah, I feel like in my grandma's house, for example, like she was super religious. She used to have holy water at the front door, but she was Greek Orthodox, so
Makes sense.
yeah, there's lots of Jesus around the house. And I don't know, I still get the vibe. I feel like she's there, but I don't believe her ghost. Like she's walking around, but I just can't see her. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, anyway.
Maybe there is spirits.
Maybe.
I wonder what happens in the afterlife.
I don't know. Do you come back, you reckon? Do you
Dunno.
think your cat was someone?
No, I don't know. It's weird. I often think about a guinea pig that we lost last year. And I just think, where is that little guy? Where is that little guy? I hope he's happy. I hope he's happy somewhere eating overpriced cos lettuce because that's all he ate. Good on you, cookie. No, I don't know. I didn't believe in any of it. No, I didn't believe. I wasn't convinced. And I went down into a basement once. This is back in 2001. In this basement where I was working. This is in London, and went downstairs. It is pitch black down there, but I knew that there was like 4 steps, and I knew to walk a couple of feet forward, and then the switch was on the left-hand side to turn all the lights on under in the kitchen. And I knew it, and I'd done it 50 times. And one day, I came down, and it was still walking in the pitch black. Went down the stairs, and I reached out, and there wasn't, like, for some reason, I hadn't come down the stairs straight. It was only like 4 stairs. And I couldn't find where the switch was, like just for a split second. Kid you not, someone grabbed my hand.
Oh, fuck off.
Why would I lie about this?
Okay.
Why would I lie
Sorry,
about
keep
it?
going.
There was no need for drop the F-bomb on me. Someone's grabbed my hand, and I felt someone, and it wasn't hard, but it was firm, but also gentle. grabbed my hand, put it straight on the light switch.
Oh, stop.
Right? I didn't panic. For some reason, something touched me and I didn't panic. Because I thought if something touched me, I think I was just so, I didn't.
And you turned the light on and there was nothing there.
Zero.
Ooh. Did you tell anyone?
It took me a while. I did tell people, and I didn't tell anyone I work with because then no one would go down there. And
so
then
you're
people
saying
would
it
talk.
guided your hand?
Something as clear as day, grabbed my hand and moved it probably 20 centimetres to the left, straight on the switch. And I went click and nothing there. And it was instant and no one could have got away.
Weird.
And it was weird.
And because it's you, I believe you.
Yeah, I didn't make it up.
I feel like you're believable.
You think I don't make this shit up.
Well, that's what I just said.
I felt it. And it was weird. And you know what? I wasn't scared. I was just like, what the hell happened? And then I thought about it for days. Didn't tell anyone.
Yeah.
And didn't tell anyone there because then everyone would come down and ask me about it. I go, yeah, talking shit. But, yeah, so I do believe. But that's why I don't mess with it. Stuff like Ouija boards. Stay out of it.
Yeah, okay.
Not in it.
So you wouldn't play like Jumanji?
That's not real. Jumanji. Jesus, we are off to the races.
Great
today,
movie, by the way.
They redid Jumanji recently.
Oh, yeah, with The Rock. It's not the same. It's not the same.
It's not. Would that man say no to any film?
No.
No. He loves it. Bit of baby oil on those arms.
Yeah.
I'd watch it if Mike Walden played it, from PCR.
I was going to say, I was like, is that who I think you're talking about?
Mike Walden, of course. He would. He'd get his shirt off, baby oiled up.
He's still got his hair, which is good. No offense.
For Dwayne The Rock. Jeez, have we gone through a lot?
I think so.
We should get onto the PCR.
Yeah, let's do it.
Should do it. Sissy, you're telling me this is going to be your first PCR event.
First PCR event, yes. And I've not watched any. I've only seen it online. So I know of two people that have fought in it.
Who's that?
So Andrew Catalano last year.
Cata.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So he's
Cata got dropped as well. He reckons he didn't, but he got dropped just before the end of the fight.
Really?
He did.
No.
I'll show you the video.
I haven't seen it.
He did.
His beautiful wife Heather is my hairdresser.
Cata's good.
Yeah.
Cata's the only man that continued to drink heavily through the entire training campaign. I'm sure he did.
Heather told me he trained like a freak.
Oh, he does. Don't get me wrong.
He's super competitive, and she said he was just constantly training.
He's the one that can function like that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a good man. I like that. Cata.
Yeah.
Who else?
And then I know of Elise Keddy.
Elise Keddy.
Yeah. So she was a while back now.
I see one of the
maybe
first
5
ones.
or 6 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's early days.
Yeah.
Before my time. It's different now.
That was probably the first time I saw about it, and I heard of it and saw it just from social media because I used to be good friends with her fiance. And then obviously Heather obviously saw that Andrew was in it. And then Megs is Andrew's cousin. Did you know that?
Meg Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to Megs about it the other day.
Yeah,
she said.
freaking Perth. Do you know the reason I signed up?
Tell me why.
And Nige says this happens all the time.
For Instagram content?
Absolutely.
For likes. Yeah.
I signed up for likes. No.
Love me, people.
I'm back, bitches. No, I was on the piss actually.
She's
with friends.
Yeah.
I know. I'm actually a good time when I'm not training. With friends of mine, Ash and Drew, shout out to you guys. And because they know I like boxing and I'm aggressive and a little bit of a psycho. And they're like, you should fucking do it. You should sign up. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then I signed up and then I got that email saying I was shortlisted. I was like, oh, wow, that's actually happening. Oh, my God. But I'm so glad I did it now. Yeah. Liquid courage.
Oh, it's a life. I keep saying it.
Yeah.
Life changing.
Yeah.
For the better.
Yeah. Already I feel like this is the restart I needed into my fitness again since all the shit. Like I used to be super, super fit, and played a lot of sports, and then even though I kept training, I've never got back to like the good stuff, and I feel like this is the year. So
you are going to be as fit as anything when you finish up.
I'm pretty pumped actually. Yeah.
You're going to need it for that round 3.
I'm pretty pumped.
You'll be hurting.
Yeah. Oh my God. By the way, do you know what this reminds me of?
What?
You won't get it because you're a dude.
Us two sitting here.
No, this because you're a guy. But
okay.
Anyone that's had a baby, no, you would probably get it. Anyone that's had a baby, it's like when you're pregnant and you haven't had a kid yet, and then you're like, oh, I'm tired. And then you meet people that have had kids and they're like, oh, your fucking life is ruined. Like,
yeah.
Make sure you sleep now because you're never going to sleep again. And like, everyone gives you this really motivational like talking to.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, can you just shut up? Anyway, here, I find PCR is that for boxing, like for training, because you're like, oh, this is hard. And then as soon as you're like, woohoo, good session, guys, and everyone's like upbeat, then you have someone like Kirri or like something like, you think this is hard? Like, 2 weeks' time, you'll be crying like a little bitch in the corner. Like, it's like, fuck, can we?
Thanks, Kirri.
Yeah, I'm like, can we just not keep telling me how hard it's going to be? Like, let me just experience it.
As long as you keep training hard, you'll be fine.
Yeah. And I think everyone is.
Everyone has a bad day as well.
I've had some bad days. I remember like doing some pad work with Amber the other day and I was like, I'm just not feeling it tonight. She was encouraging me, but I was just like hitting like an absolute girl. I was like,
that's why you need Michael there.
Yeah.
Just get everyone pumped.
I think Michael would just come dance for me.
He would.
Going. Yeah, he would. Just do a jig. But
the footage doesn't do it justice. I say it all the time.
Yeah.
It's an intimidating room to walk into.
Yeah.
Anyone that even if you don't have a ticket, if someone's in the area, just have a look.
Yeah.
It's a spectacle.
Yeah.
It truly is. And they have spared no expense on the production.
I'm excited. I feel like it's going to be, I don't think anything can prepare you if you've not done it before or done anything like it before. The lights, the stage, the drama of it all.
Oh, so much drama.
But like even when you're boxing at the gym and there's a few of them standing around the ring when you're doing some sparring, you've got that in your head that people are watching you. Then you're going to have a whole freaking room of people watching you. I'm sure in that moment you're probably not even thinking about that, to be honest. But I don't know.
That walkout must be intimidating though. When it's your music, your time.
Yeah.
But that's it. You are a superstar and don't be embarrassed by it. Just take it in. Drink it in.
Drink it.
Drink it in. It may not happen ever again.
Yeah.
I was talking to Claire about training.
Yeah.
And she's quality, by the way. I'm a big fan.
I love her. She's great.
And she goes, this event and this amount of people is more than I've ever fought in front of.
Oh, wow.
There are professional boxers.
Is she coming?
Yeah, she's there.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I think she.
I hope she comes.
I think she helps warm you up.
Oh, wicked. Oh, that's good. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like hanging out with her. She's good, baby.
Yeah, she's good. Egg.
But you go. She's a fine boxer.
She's told me to come. Meg trains with her on Wednesday.
Yeah.
She said to come and train with her. I'll try and do it in the morning.
Her skill set is.
Yeah, her foot movement, insane. Like, holy shit.
And
you're like, I'm feeling really good, and then you watch like a video of Claire, and you're like,
she's good. She's a big. I don't know whether she's more red or blue. I don't know what.
She loves blue. It's her favourite colour, and it's her whole logo is blue.
True. I think she is. Well, I don't know. Whoever she is training with, whichever team, that is a massive
That's just
advantage.
the colour she likes. Doesn't mean it's the team.
She got blue nails, everything. I saw that.
Yeah, because glove up is blue.
Oh, it is too.
Yeah, that's her thing.
Are you staying at the Crown?
Yeah. 2 nights, actually.
Friday, Saturday?
No, I'm doing Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Nah.
Nah.
I want to, not have to think about checking out on the Saturday.
Nah.
No, on the Sunday. Does that make sense? Yeah. Nah. And it's actually, it's a pupil-free day on the Monday at school, which works out perfectly. So my mum is going to have the kids for 2 nights, which is a dream.
That's what you need.
I really want to take a belt back to the boys. Come on, Belt. Come home with me.
All you got to do is win.
Come on,
6 minutes.
Belt.
Get it done.
Yeah. But yes, so I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking at your questions.
Okay, there is, because you get there early, and there is a rehearsal, a full rehearsal with your music, so you get your timing and everything right.
Georgia just said that the other day. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think you get in about 2 o'clock just to get your timing right. Plus, they test out all the Brightside will test out all the speakers and the lights and make sure everything's suited to you. Walkout name. Have you got a fight name?
Yeah.
Is that why you changed it? Because I've gone Kirri Towie. Is that how you pronounce it?
Towie, thank you. Oh, my God. I get everything but Towie. I get Townie.
I said Townie a couple of times. I admit once just to annoy you.
And Towie.
Towie. Kirri Towie.
It's a typical English name, my husband's. Varga is my maiden name, which is a great name, by the way.
Great name. Yeah, one of the best.
It is actually a wicked name.
Is the reason you did that to fit in with your nickname better?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Do you know whose idea it was? It was my husband, James. He's like, you need to do this. I was like, don't you want me to use my married name? Nope.
Varga is a very powerful name.
It is a good name. We've actually discussed, and this sounds terrible, but he's even like, man, if we went back in time, he was like, maybe we could have even just changed our names to Varga instead of me taking on Towie. But because it ends with me and my sister, that's it.
That's the end.
That's the end. Yeah. Anyway, whatevs. So, no, I'm the piranha. I find talking
Kirri the piranha Varga.
Yeah. Hush.
It does suit you.
Yeah, and I am like a piranha.
You do have the big choppers.
And I got the big mouth, big
It's
teeth.
not a big mouth. It's not a bad thing.
I got big features. I got big mouth,
thumbs,
big eyes, big thumbs.
Just small thumbs.
Big forehead. Just look at my photos. It's just all head.
Big target.
Yeah, it is a big target.
For April, who are you fighting?
April. Do you know, I actually wouldn't like to fight her. She's scary. But
she'd just tenderise that body, wouldn't she?
She would. She gave Neve a dead arm the other day. She's like, we're calling her a tiny ninja. She's totally...
Wasn't what I expected when I saw her sparring, I'll be honest.
Although, did you know, I actually sparred with her. So we went down to the Saturday sparring session at Counterbalance. It was way before, like 3 weeks before the orientation. And Zave made me spar with April. And then we figured out we were both in the PCR. She gave me a fat lip. She got me one good. And I went to my dad's house that night. And I had a, even though I had my mouth guard in, it's like, because she's pushed my... Yeah, I was like, oh.
Big fat lip.
Shit.
People pay good money to have big lips like that.
Mine are all natural, just like to say.
No Botox?
No. Oh, well, you don't get Botox in your lips.
Don't you? What do you got in your lips? Filler.
Botox is a muscle relaxer.
That's right. The forehead. That's really common.
No, see, you can see all mine.
I think Georgia was telling me about it. So was Neves.
Yeah, no, my head is natural.
How funny is Neves trying to frown?
I know. Do you watch MAFS?
No. Oh. God, no. Actually, sorry, tell a lie. One of my mates was on it a while back.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, we won't mention his name. Do not mention his name.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, fuck.
Don't mention. Anyway. Okay. So, I'm going to edit that out. Yeah, so I watched it then. And we all knew how that was going to play out, even though he didn't tell us.
Didn't he do a runner?
Oh, it's not important. Let's not talk about him. Anyway, keep going back to me. You talk about MAFS.
Yeah, all of those chicks can't move their faces. Have you seen it?
No, I don't watch it.
Man, it's actually really funny. And they can't show any emotion, so you can't tell if they're sad or angry, or it's literally just, it's like the lips are like this and the forehead doesn't move. Like, I'm all for it, but yeah. It
is temporary though. That's what I like. Whereas tattoos, people who get... Have you got tattoos?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll still say it. Okay.
But I can wear outfits and you can't tell.
See, that's fine. Yeah. It's these people that rock up in the full sleeves and the neck tattoos and stuff. Yeah. Listen, it's your body. You can do whatever you like with it. But I see long term... you're going to regret that. People think,
I had a shocker I had covered up, which is a regret.
Oh, can I guess?
No, you would never guess.
You had a tramp stamp? Oh, is that what you had covered up?
No.
Have you got one?
It was even worse.
Jesus.
And actually, when I got it covered up, my husband was a bit disappointed because he was like, it was so crap. It was actually kind of awesome.
Where was it?
Like right on the bikini line.
It is actually. You can see it in one of your photos.
Well, that's...
Is that the cover up?
Oh,
what am I doing here?
maybe. No, you might be able to see it. Yeah, you would be able to see it. It's my name.
You got your name done.
Oh.
You got your name tattooed.
I got my name
Why?
tattooed onto me.
Is there a reason why?
And do you know how many gags people have got from that? Oh, is that so when you're drunk? Yep, that's it. Fuck, there it is right there. Oh, God. Oh, God.
That's it. That says your name.
Oh, it's my name, Kirri Lee. How embarrassing.
Yeah, that's not...
Oh, God.
Listen, it's your body. You can do what you want. Who did it?
Some...
Like a professional?
Oh, yeah, if you call it that.
Professional.
I rolled in at 16. Don't even ask. At 16.
Yeah, that's legal. Go ahead.
Yeah, and got my mum to sign off on it because let's not even go there. At some weird Darrow tattoo shop in Freo.
Oh, I know when I think of cleanliness and hygiene, I think of some dodgy place in Freo.
And then I just rocked up I drew that on a piece of paper and said,
oh, is that why it looks like that?
I said, I want this. Oh my God. Oh yeah.
What'd you get it covered up with?
I got like a full stomach tattoo now, which
you don't have to show me.
I'm not showing you. I'm just moving my hands.
Sure, it looks fine. I
wasn't going to show you.
Okay.
For God's sake.
Oh, actually, I have seen it at training. I see the top of it at training.
Yeah, so it's a cover up just to, and that I purely got because I just hated all my scars from all my surgeries.
That's fair.
Yeah, and I just didn't like looking at them, so I got a cover up of that. It's not some huge black thing. And then in that cover up, he's like done some flower thingies and he's like covered over my beautiful name. But
is that the only ones you got?
R.I.P. I've got something on my back.
You got a butterfly on the shoulder or something like that?
No, I do have one on my shoulder though.
What's it say?
I'm not telling you.
Is it a rose?
No.
What is it?
Not telling.
I'm going to see it at training.
Oh, good. I look forward to you seeing it. I'm not getting it on the record.
Counterbalance, everyone. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturday, Sunday mornings. Come down. Check out this tattoo.
Yes.
All right. We've been gas bag far too long. What's your walkout music? Hit me.
Voodoo people from the Prodigy.
Nice.
The original, not Pendulum.
Pendulum.
Right from the start.
Oh, let's go. Let's get done for... Actually, let's get done for copyright first up.
What the fuck? Jesus. What is this? So that part is when I walk in. Magic people.
You know it. That's good. This is
so good.
This is back when Raven... Did you travel and sort of go through this period of just nightclubs and then day clubs and then just not sleep for 3 days?
First rave when I was 16. I was really naughty.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't believe.
I peaked early and then I calmed down early. But yes, I went to my first rave when I was 16. But I love all this.
Did you have your hair like up in two pigtails at the top and you had like on baggy pants?
I wear the flares and the freaking sneakers. And
Man, we wouldn't have been mates when you were younger, huh? No chance. I would have seen you and gone...
And you'd wear the matching outfits with your friends. You know, like... You wear this coloured flare pant that go over your stupid high sneakers and I'll wear this coloured flares and then we'd wear the glittery tops and the... Anyway, yeah.
No, we never did that, my mates. No. We weren't part of the core group. We weren't doing that kind of stuff. We were just hanging out at the Clink in Fremantle.
Oh, the Clink!
I know.
Oh, my God.
That's where it all happened.
Do you know Brian?
I know a lot of Brians.
There. Oh, fuck, what's his last name?
Be right. No, I don't.
No, okay.
I didn't.
The Clink was wicked.
I didn't get on a first name basis with security at the Clink.
I used to love getting first name basis with people because they just let you in.
What? Where is that now? Oh, what's that called now? It's not the Clink anymore.
No, I think Georgia was talking about it the other day. Isn't that where people go hang out in the back of it now? No, that isn't.
Benny's.
That's Benny's. No, I don't know what the Clink is now. I'm in Freo in ages.
No.
I used to work at Metro's Freo.
Makes sense.
Oh, God, you're so judgy.
I know.
Sake.
I know. We'll be judging.
Doing a bit of work when you're like 18, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, anyway, I won't get into my hospitality.
Served up a few drinks and never charged any of my friends.
Oh, how much free alcohol was given back there. Remember when it used to be all cash as well? Who the hell has cash now?
Yeah, and I used to go to the register and I'd pretend to put it in and then I'd just give them the cash back. That's great.
Imagine how much money the people behind the bar cost that place.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Pocket. Oh, I wasn't going to say.
Pocket it. Oh, yeah. But that's when you used to smoke in metros.
Yeah, those are the days.
Oh, my hair, and I had like big curly hair before I killed it with like all the hair dye and stuff. And the smoke smell would stay for ages.
Really?
Anyway, but yes, Prodigy. I love a bit of Chemical Brothers. I've thought about them, a bit of Fatboy Slim, but I think this is the song for me.
Oh, I did throw a bit of Fatboy Slim, Hey Boy, Hey Girl with Georgia the other day.
It's good.
It's good. There's some hits.
James wants me to use Oasis, Fucking in the Bushes.
I'm not going to put that on there.
Great song.
Not one of their best. I'm an Oasis fan. It's pretty good.
It's from Snatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends. Don't forget you only got a minute.
Yeah. See, I reckon that's perfect because it goes din-din-din, din-din-din, din, and then the doof, 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 doof. Yeah, straight into it.
I can see you dancing on the way out.
Yeah, and that's when the doors open. I need a pump-up song.
Well, the thing is you get to walk through this. You get to get your timing right.
Yeah.
You've got a minute. Now use your full minute. Don't use a minute 50. Don't use 10. So don't run to the rink because I've got a lot to try to get out with your sponsors and everyone. Thanking everyone. Take your time. Yeah, just take your full minute.
Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
Don't run.
All right. I won't run.
Don't run.
I won't.
If anyone runs, I'm just going to be off you for the entire fight. So knock this person out. Last question.
Yep.
Because, we've been going way too
long.
Aftermath plans, what do you got? There is a come down.
Yeah, I'll just keep training with the guys at Counterbalance, I think. That's about it.
Maybe being associated with a few of the people from the PCR is going to be a benefit to you.
Yeah, I reckon. But no, I don't.
Talk about it.
Yeah, I don't really have any sort of life fitness goals after this, to be honest. I just want to maintain and I want to keep boxing, but I just as I said, I'd love to just continue going to the Counterbalance and seeing the crew. Definitely get more into their sparring on a Saturday. I was really nervous to do that at the start. Now it doesn't frighten me at all. So that's pretty much it.
As long as there's something. If you keep seeing the same people, it will take a bit of the edge off. But there will be a come down because it is a full life commitment for your training campaign.
Probably I miss training with the crew. I reckon by the end of it, it's going to be a bit sad to not see them so much. Especially like the ones that are travelling. Like I'm really close, but like Neves, for example, like she's coming from North. She's not going to come down to a 5:15 class at a Counterbalance.
What suburb do you live in now?
I'm Willerton.
Oh, of course, you said.
Yeah.
She's going to find it hard to get down there.
Yeah,
but
we'll still catch up for sure.
Yeah, you have get-togethers. You have another couple once it's all done.
We're all pumped to go out on a wine, like catch up. The girls. That's all I can just catch up with the girls.
You could. I'm not saying do this. You could do this. I'm not saying do it. You could say, listen, after the matchups on week 5, we have a night out.
Nah, not doing it.
Go on.
Can't. It's not worth it. I honestly, personally.
It's the right answer there.
It's not. It's not worth it. Yeah, even like one glass. I'm like, why bother? I just can't. I can't do it. I'm too committed. I'm like, I'm in the zone.
That's it. Yeah. That'll pay dividends.
Yeah,
on
and I'm
the night.
staying there. All that fun can come later. I have the tiger right now.
Oh yeah, it's got to be because your opponent's going to be doing that.
And that is one thing with me. I can switch on pretty quickly, and I'll commit to something. Like I'll just stop drinking, and I'll be like, that's it. As of tomorrow, that's it for 3 months, and that's like I won't have an issue doing it. So,
okay. If
there's an end goal. If it's like dry July, I'm like, fuck this.
Oh, isn't that overrated?
I'll last until like Wednesday, I think. And my husband's like, and at the end he goes, I was like, I can't wait for dry July to be over. And he's like, you haven't even done it. I was like, yeah, but I want you to have a glass of wine with me.
So he does it?
Yeah, he does it. He does it all the time. He's going dry March again. He does it. He always goes dry for a while. I'm the worst team member when it comes to that stuff. But yeah, he's going to go sober for the month before the fight with me. And
get on it on the night.
It's not like he's like an alcoholic. He literally just will have a glass of wine at dinner or something, at the moment, or a couple of beers on a Sunday. But then he'll get on it on the night with me. I'll probably have 2 glasses and I'll be like, woo!
Let's go. Especially, I mean, I know that a lot of doctors say after you've just been in a boxing match with head injuries, make sure you get on the piss hard. You know, pace yourself. You haven't drunk for 9 weeks. Go hard. Start with tequila and then work your way back.
Guys. Yeah, I know. Anyway,
mate,
that's been a great chat.
Luckily, I got that bigger SD card. 3 hours 40. Jeez.
Well, I swear we did about half an hour of break there.
Yeah, we did. We had a gas bag where you were bagging out the 2 coaches.
Yeah, I was.
Thank you very much for coming in here today. You have made my Monday.
Thank you.
You're about 40-odd days away from the biggest night of your life, I believe it will be.
Very excited. I can't wait.
I want to wish you all the best for the last, 6-7 weeks, whatever it is.
Yeah,
who knows
thanks.
what it is.
Thank you.
I'll see you at training.
See you at training.
But I wish you all the best. And after the event has happened, I open up to everyone. Feel free if you want to come back in here and bring the belt and we can relive the PCR 13 experience.
Absolutely.
Thanks for your time, mate.
Thank you, Brad.
And I will chat to you soon.
Bye-bye.